Oi, oi. I am back. Happy Solstice, everybody. Cheers to you. Winter solstice, eh? Time to celebrate. Crack open the ale. 0x be given. My audio sounds pretty funky. So, how are you all, guys? As you can see, today, Liga is live and direct in Antarctica. Antarctica, yeah, I know. Hold back. Calm down. Don't tell him your name, Pike. All is good, yeah? I'm a bit hot at the moment, though. It is absolutely boiling. I'm thinking of getting a margarita now in a minute. So, yeah, I've come down to Antarctica because it's a really easy trip, apparently. You just jump on a plane and come here, no problemos. So I've come down because I wanted to see some penguins, hang out with penguins. As you see, I found some penguins. I witnessed a 24-hour sun. So the Illuminati paid a massive suitcase full of money for me to come down to Antarctica and witness this for myself as Flat Earth British. So I've done so. But unfortunately, I was feeling a bit tired. So I thought I'd go and have a lay down in my tent. And I left it all to the load of globe trolls to take care of, and I missed it all. But it was only the future of humanity that depended on it, so I didn't give it any credence. So I thought I'd crank up live from Antarctica, tell you everything is groovy. And later on, I'm actually going to take my shirt off, yeah, bare skin, flesh, and have my photograph taken with some very famous globe trolls. Yeah, all's good, though, because we're having a big willy knocking session, mate. Everything's going to be absolutely awesome. Yes, we're besties. We're all besties now. Yes, we found some ground to lay on. Not even though. So that's what I'm doing. Right from Antarctica. I'm sweating my tits off, guys. Yeah, I can't wait to strip down and get the bunnies. Now, who knew? Who fucking knew? Yeah. Honest to God, right, after seeing that 24-hour sun and no penguins, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Apart from the fact the whole thing is just trippy off the radar, and I wouldn't trust them as far as I can throw them. Yeah? I wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire, actually, to them. They think they've actually, do you giggle as a flat earther watching all what's going down? I do. I giggle my ass off. I lay there in bed giggling and sniggling, because basically they think they got some power. And then what they say actually gives a fuck and matters. When the flat earthers, in all reality, couldn't give a flying fuck. Yeah? We know there's a creator. We know there's a creator. And whatever caper is against that is against the creator. So good fucking luck with that. That's what I think. So, pat my research. Audio's playing up. Oh, you motherfucker. Excuse me. Ooh. 1 2 1 2. So audio's playing up. I got static. It's like static. Give me a second, guys. Go on, Luke. Don't go anywhere. One, two. 1 2 1 2. Buckle my shoe. I don't know what's going on at the moment. I got static. Well, I'm in Antarctica, so there is that. Okay. Everything's gone to shit in a handbag. Okay. Let's all hold hands. Okay. Something weird going on. Won't set my fucking green screen. Oh, whatever. Wow. So I'm not on. What the fuck? One, two, 1, 2. What the fuck? I've got no fucking picture or anything. Nothing on my screen. That's really weird. Yeah, total blackout. Fucking sinister. I've never seen that before. So why won't my camera come back? Do bear with me. I don't want to start all over again because that would just fuck with my Brian. Okay. Has that done it? No, black screen again. Ah, there I am. Fucking hell. Yeah, they killed my green screen. They killed a lot of stuff actually with that little caper. I don't know what happened there, guys. Just changed my microphone. I hope it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, won't let me do green screen. Oh, well, what the fuck ever. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, I was in Antarctica just now. That was really weird. So, can you hear me okay? Yeah, I've never seen that before. Lawrence Leaker there, who's my son, Welsh Dragon Metals. Yeah, that was really peculiar. I've never seen a blackout. It's almost as if, like, what I was saying was not really approved of. The static was really unusual because I cleared the cache on this. I cleared the cache on this computer 10 minutes before it started, so it's not an issue that I should have had at all. Because I'm quite techie, and I've been doing this shit for years. No, let me get rid of my green screen. We're going to go au natural. What we're going to do. Okay. Oh, human-like. Obviously, I was not in Antarctica. For those of you confused, thinking Martin's buddied up with some penguins, I was just in the realms of fantasy. Okay. And the point is that all I've seen it do is just empower the flat earthers. That's all I've seen it do. Yeah. Because they're seeing like all of this oogles of money that's been poured into just some bogus experiment when they could have done a real experiment, like send a couple of balloons up with a laser across, or a mile-long ruler. There's a whole number of tests you can do for curvature. Maybe even a balloon that could go up like 200,000 foot and see how fucking flat it all is. But oh no, let's just fixate on the sky and get everyone thinking about what they're actually standing on. What a psyop. All that fucking money. Oh my God. Their think tank is just shit, and they can't interpret what the flat earthers are thinking for 1 second. So there's that. What is the monster mushroom on your mantelpiece, says Michael King. It's not a monster mushroom. It's a Cherubinowski and a mixture of my favorite crystals and stuff. So what we're going to talk about? No. This is going to be fantastic. Do you tonight want your mind blown? Hands up. Okay, we're going to do a wiggly flat thumbs before we get started. Okay, because I'm going to do a mind blow post, and then we're going to have a real good time and a party a bit later to celebrate solstice. And what the fuck ever. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to fill ourselves with happiness and joy, because that's what it's all about. And why wouldn't we anyway? And let's be honest, in and about another 2-3 weeks, the daffodils are going to be up out the street and spring will be on the way. And summer. So there's that. So I'm really excited. And solstice is a bit of a good holiday. You can celebrate that. We were celebrating that way before Christianity got their fucking claws in the game for a few quid. But, you know, they market a lot of stuff. Now, tonight's going to blow your head off, because I think, you know, in a couple of ways at the moment about what I'm going to present tonight. One, that what I'm going to present is a fake narrative. okay, meaning that the Mappa Mundi, oldest existing map that you can visit in the world, in Hereford Cathedral, is in fact possibly a fake, or that the chronology is way off, because something that's been bugging me concerning this map, I went into it because of what been happening with Antarctica. So I was looking into the old maps to see if they could tell us anything, and none older than the weird Phoenician Mappa Mundi. And I noticed that on the Mappa Mundi on the websites, there are a shit ton of Latin inscriptions right the way across it. It's more of a text than a map. So I thought to myself, oh, I'd love to know what all of that was about, or what it's saying. And, the clues to the shape of the Earth, for a start off, they're saying in 1290 that all of the Earth was measured. There are people out there measuring the Earth. Well, in my mind, I don't think this place can be measured. I do think it's a realm. It's there if you want it to be, is what I think. Yeah, it's there if you want it to be, because that's the power of our mind. Okay, that's the power of us. If you put your attention there, it'll be there. Okay, and that's what's been going on. It's just a little sidetrack of people's energies is what's going on. 24 degrees of insanity is what Dirk is saying. No shit, Sherlock. So I went into the maps, and anyway, I found, because I got the map here, I went there with Nathan Oakley, actually, back in 2016 on a little flat earth meetup. We went to Hereford Cathedral to decode it, actually, and they were shifty from the off. They had a piece of paper next to it with Tim Peake on the IFS saying that he appreciates the Mappa Mundi. So I thought, well, there's something more going on with the Mappa Mundi. That's quite significant. Why would some made up bullshit, astronaut be even memeing or talking about the important Mappa Mundi? So it's been bugging me for the longest time, and I thought there's definitely something more going on with that. And I've seen that there's portals on it in an Enochian format, and a lot of religious texts. But I went into its origins. So there's the map here. Now you can only get this version in Hereford Cathedral itself, and it does give you some English translations, but in reality, as I will show you, the whole map is covered with transcript that I can't get the access to find out. I would absolutely love to know what it's all saying, but these bits down here outside of the realm have clues, and it's going to blow your head off, because apart from there's actually personalities. Basically, this is one thing that's bugging me the most. We're going to talk about this along the way. There's a few personalities from history on this map that shouldn't be there because they're out of time, but there they are. Who decreed the Mappa Mundi to be made, or for the cartographers, which the names they got, and it was a pitiful job apparently. Apparently they pray for them and gave them blessings for doing such a cracking job measuring the Earth. Who do you think wanted that map made? Well, it's 1290. It's the early Middle Ages. Okay, guys. So Julius Caesar asked for the cartography for the Mappa Mundi, and basically wanted the Mappa Mundi made. Julius Caesar, as in from 44 to 100 BCE. Julius Caesar, you mean? So what's he doing demanding maps to be made in 1290 then? Okay, well, we'll have a look at the evidence and pick it apart, because I'm telling you what, there's more than a dozen things in here that shouldn't actually fit, guys, with the current historic and our understanding of the historic narrative. Maybe, I'm sure there's plenty of academics out there that are watching Flat Earth British right now, and some people who are really clued up on history itself, and some of the voices that we got from the Greeks, for example, or Rome. But maybe they can tell me what's going on, because from what I'm making out at the moment, it's either a fake, or that these people I'm going to talk about were actually there when the map was being made. and that the chronology is off, way the fuck off. We'll have a look, because that's what the map's showing us, guys. Make your own minds up, do your own research. I'm just going to bring it to you. As crazy as it sounds, that's what's happening. I know. So, yeah, we're going to look into a dozen things in this today. I'm going to attempt to say Happy Solstice in Welsh. Hiliodor Gaeaf. Happy Solstice in Celtic, in Welsh. So that's us. That's what we're doing today. So, yeah, woefully bad on the mic. I do apologize. Hope it's improved now. Let me have a little listen, actually. So today, I am Marticus, Antarcticus, Clarticus. Okay. Actually, that sounds really good, doesn't it? I'm really happy with that. So true Cyberg is really fucking high. Well, this is not going to help you, Brian, one bit then, my old China. Okay. If you wreck the mundo, okay, you're going to be more wreck the mundo by the end of this pit. Okay, we're going to have fun. We're going to chill out. We're going to learn how to have a good time. There's lots going on. I about to. Ooh, let me show you my luminous eye. I'm not flaunting one eye things. It's just something that's really cool and cost 89p. What can you buy for 89p in this day and age? Sweet fuck all. So about a month ago, John Levy, we all love John Levy, don't we? He was out in the wilderness of desert or some stuff with his dog and that. And he used to make content for his Sunday post a thumbnail that I sold him last year. And then about 100 people turned up on my channel going, you got any of them hard drives, Matt, that John Levy was flaunting? Yeah, I have. Now, I got actually a tanker. Because I've been copying and ripping. In fact, I stayed up till 4 o'clock the night before last, going through all of the images to make sure that there was no like crap in there. And it was all really juicy, fresh images. 60,000+ images. And the other hard drives in there have 7,500 juicy books. I shit you not. I'm also going to be they're available. You can see in the descriptions below if you're interested in getting any. But I have ordered some 128 gigabyte drives, which I'm going to do mega packs with, and I can bang 100,000 juicy images of antiquity. Fucking, if you make content on that, it'd be fucking absolutely fantastic. So what happened to Antarctica, Maverick? I don't know. They flew me home quick, but it seems like a really easy a really easy journey, didn't it? I was really weirded out by how easy it was. It's like, if it's that easy to go to Antarctica, like just jump on a fucking plane in Chile and just 3 hours later bomb across like all of them dangerous icebergs and shit, and land on a glacier a little bit of the ways in as well, isn't it? In Camp Fucktard, whatever they called it, I can't remember. Glacier, Union Glacier, that was it. So which does correspond to what they're showing online for what that gaff looks like. So I'll give them that it's supposed to be there. So I'll give them that. So yeah, a lot of high strange weirdness the whole week. Yeah, I was just tripping up, wondering what was going on with it all, because nothing was making fucking sense. The whole thing was just trippy and weird. So all that money is shit. There's nothing fucking there. They didn't even bring on penguins. It would have been worth watching just to see a penguin. Yeah, it's in Antarctica. There should be penguins. Yeah, even if you've got to go and get one and bring it up to the glacier. Yeah, glaciers, what are they made out of? Yeah, fucking water. So, yeah. And boiling fucking hot. Not what I expected. Get a suntan. I got a book over there. It's like The Worst Journey in the World. It's like Shackleton's epic non-voyage. And everyone nearly dies. It's like the worst environment in the entire world. Nobody's got their shirt off and fucking suntanning or anything. It's really weird how the books tell you different from what the internet shows you. It's really strange as well. Before all this shit went down, if you looked for 24-hour sun on the internet, for example, they just showed you shit little videos, like grainy as fuck, bits missing, and just craziness. It's like, and then all of a sudden they shit out all of this really high shit technology, brilliant audio. Fuck me, I've been on the internet 10 years and I'm in a house and I can never get audio as good as what they had, apparently fucking 10,000 miles away from America. What the fuck ever. Really weird, all of that. But, you know, with their expenditure, they can afford all that high-grade kit, can't they? And streaming from Antarctica. What a thing. How come they haven't done that? If they can stream from Antarctica, does that mean they can stream live from the IFS? That would be amazing. Yeah, get that one with the weird spunky hair that looks like the Wicked Witch of the West to do a live post with the Earth behind that and chat to people in chat to show you're actually there. Oh, I can't believe I've done that. All that effort they go through boggles the mind. They need to get a feel for things and the zeitgeist of things. That's what I think they need to do. They need to do a bit more research. Maybe they need to understand what people want, and they don't want them. So there's that. Okay, Paul Owen, what's going on? It works perfectly with the dome scale. We're going to look at all of that. We're going to look at options as well. People are talking to me about moon maps. I don't go with all of that, guys. I'm actually going with what I can research myself and look at myself. I don't really look at other people's. And things that can't be substantiated. It is nice to think about, okay? And there are epic books out there which sort of suggest that there might be outer lands as well, which I've always liked. But I definitely think there's more going on. I definitely think they've been hiding lands. I definitely think they've been hiding an ocean. And I think that they obscure the maps, you know, like Greenland size to displace all of that, you know, extra water that's been taken up by land. You know, they're saying on this ball that it's supposed to be 500 million square miles of ball territory. That's not even big. 24,000 miles around the equator, they say. That ain't even fucking big. Yeah, I bet I could walk that in a few years. That ain't even that big. So, like, you know, if in their world, like watery ball world, that's like fuck all. That's like piss all. That's rubbish. So I definitely think there's more going on. And I will continue to think this. Now, two suns. Now, I noticed watching a certain Truth the other day, they said, oh, yeah, you see like two suns like in the same sky together and stuff. Well, I got loads of newspaper articles, a couple of which I'll show you in this from the old days, which show you, no, there's been up to 3 suns, different places in the sky at different times through history. And they are in different places. But if you think about it in the realm of that, maybe there's a sun out there circling around, and then when it comes in its ellipsis, in its elliptical path, closer to what is Western Antarctica area, okay, or where they were, then you'd be able to perceive it and see it. But is it the same one? I noticed that they tried to get corresponding evidence using sunspots. That is the same sun, so to speak. But yeah, what a load of wank. I can't even be bothered. I can't even bother mentioning it. What does Nora think about it all? I know what she thinks. Don't worry about that. There's definitely something else going on. Why would they play this straight? All that money going into it to prove sweet fuck all, not even knowing that the flat earthers, when they like basically through via Campbell, yeah, we went on this show with Duffy, asking me if I wanted to go to Antarctica. I was like, fuck no. It's like, what? You think that's going to make a difference to what you're standing on? It's like, no, there's 100 different reasons. It could be that we're just like all his minds, which it is. And it's all an illusion. And like Tesla said, this is a realm that can't be measured. And it's there because you think it's fucking there. That's more in line with what I'm thinking anyway. Okay. Or the two suns scenario and the ponds, which is interesting and been talked about for quite some time. And indirectly, it might have even their fuckery might have even proved that. Who even knows? Wouldn't that be a kick in the bollocks for the hate squad, so to speak? So yeah, we've seen all these people gloating away, like going, "Ha ha ha! Flat earthers, they're stupid, aren't they?" Thinking that we actually give a fuck. It's just really weird. We're giggling. We're like, you donuts. You think that actually makes a difference to anything in this realm? None of us will all go to the grave knowing fuck all about it, is what will happen. And whatever we find out in the meantime, between passing through now and then, is going to be a bonus. We're going to know some things in this post that we never knew before, which is mind-blowing, actually. So let's get stuck in. What's my son saying, Lawrence? Let's have some pills of wisdom. Okay, 500 of you just showed up. Thank you for being here. And there's Manny in the house. Thank you for sharing my link. Do share this out. Anybody? Oh yeah, alien invasion, whatever. They don't want to be stopping you. People in this day and age, they'd literally traffic aliens. They'd be off like sex slaves in no time. They don't want to be coming to bad areas of Britain, them aliens. I don't care how badass they are. We're not scared anyway. They barely paid attention to the whole Antarctica. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just you did very, very well. I did because basically, well, all my friends were, and I'm a flat Earth Britisher, so there's that, isn't there? I'm wiggly flat thumbist. Says it all over my cup, guys. What do you think? I'm going to rebrand all my cups just because the fucktard says so? Duffy. Wow. How little they know. Anyway, let's get stuck into this. Well, no, let's not talk negatively about people and stuff. I didn't really mean it for that. I meant it for like, let's just put things into perspective of the way I seen it. Loads didn't make sense. How come there wasn't a 24-hour feed of the sun? And how come it's left to them fucking lot? And they're so rude and bloody horrible. Not all of them, but two. Fuck me. That's not stable, is it, to be on fucking YouTube? Who acts like that grown up? Pretty weird. It's like, no. We told you it was there. We told you it was there. Like, we don't even give a fuck. There's that. Very weird. Joe Dillinger, good to see you. Chinese Sun Simulator. Well, yeah, well, years ago, we've been talking about this for years. I've seen these little suns that the Chinese were making on a video. Can't find it anymore, actually. If anyone's got it, it'd be great. But they did a sun simulation where they were shooting lasers, if you like, up into the sodium layer and igniting what looked like a sun, like a baby sun. So yeah, maybe the holography that I've seen with drones, for example, and stuff like that has just been unbelievable in China. But they can pull anything off, yeah, these day and age. But you know, the quality of imagery and quality of connection and quality of sound was off the fucking radar. I wish, but I'm not in Antarctica. So neither would I ever want to be. It looks shit. It's all fucking ice and nothing. Ugh. But in that bit, there was ice and nothing. Over the hill, yeah, there's a big casino and hotel. It's a bit like I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here when they're in the jungle, but there's a hotel down the road. It's a bit like that. I'm only just chucking that out there. Might not be true. So funny they all pack up that camp and go away as well for the winter. It's really weird. It's a bit like the film The Thing, isn't it? It would have been more fun if it was like The Thing. We'd have had a giggle. You imagine seeing two with two heads. We're like, nobody would even notice that anything had happened. It's like, there's something wrong with him. So I think he got wind. Hi, Joe. So there's that. Matthew, good to see you. Rajia. Look at my face. Look at my face. Antarctica has better Wi-Fi than Elia. Not only that, if they're all like jetting off down there, no problem or whatsoever, why aren't they flying from Chile to Cape Town in South Africa then? Just flying across the Arctic. Yeah, I can appreciate that coming down on a plane in Antarctica might be hazardous to your health, like probably imminent death. They're never going to be able to find you or something. But that's exactly the same for mid-Atlantic. So what's the difference? Or if you were flying over the Himalayas, exactly the same if you come down. So it's not that. And it can handle cold because we just seen that on that video. So what's the reasoning? So we don't see what the fuck is there is why. Whatever. We're going to go into this. We're going to dig deep. We're going to dig deep. So yeah, been doing all sorts this week. I've been going into the mini worlds of stuff down there in the little. It's a crazy world down there, guys. Loads going on. I think I found some Tatarian technology in pyrite. Neil's been a good contributor of information since he's arrived. A psychological operation aimed at keeping people away from the area. The military presence is unreal. I noticed they were really rude as well when you tried to talk to them, these 70-odd people or whoever were the left there to do God knows what. What are they doing? Taking ice cores? What are they protecting down there? What are these amazing scientific discoveries that they had in the last 50 years since all the weirdness started? Yeah, whatever. And they say in the 2040s, the Antarctica Treaty is no longer going to be. I bet you they revised that. Okay, 7-0. It's high strangeness going on with this. It's just my spidey senses are off the radar with it all. Hi, Marianne. Dallas Fowler. So that's what we're going to do. But first, not what you'd expect to see in the Mappa Mundi, but wow, guys, what the fuck is these translations that I pulled up? I'm going to share screen with you. You'll be able to see me, and we're going to get underway. You know, if you're not aware of the map, it is a fantastic thing, guys, to behold. Although when I turned up with in Hereford Cathedral, this really weird guy just came out of nowhere, and it's like, "Have you got any questions?" It's like, "Yeah, no." He's like, "It's made of vellum." It's like, "Yeah, well, we know." He's like, "Yeah," and he's just like standing in front of us, and I got my camera out to try and take photographs. You can't take photographs. Not with the flash, anyway. The flash will damage it because it's so ancient, you see. So, right, okay. And I was thinking to myself, are you just going to fuck off? Which he did, and now I saw photographs. So, or Nathan did. What you find is it's a religious text, okay? It's religious stuff in it, but the dating and the stuff is way off the radar. I'm not sure what's going on. If I just show you here, I was looking and wondering, outside of this realm, you can see they got some sort of, you know, wall, if you like, ice wall, whatever it is, but it's all around this realm, okay? And they got water all the way around the realm as well. And then this, and they have ways out like portals, and they show you them as well, north, south, the corners of the earth. So I wanted to know what these inscriptions said here and here, okay, and what they were exactly saying. So there's all of that stuff outside the realm going on with the heavenly hosts, etc., and God types. So maybe outside of our frame of reference, the technology that we're living in, etc., that they are God-like, which we could think of as gods, superior AI off the radar. Maybe all of this is. Okay, so there are some unusual stuff going on up here, guys. You can see a load of naked people tied up and being dragged away by a dragon while a angel deems it so. Okay, but there's plenty of hundreds of clues. So what I did, I spent about 2 or 3 hours just digging through every inch of it, and it's just too much to even say what is going on. There's torture, there's cannibalism, there's all sorts of all the things you would expect of with the church, you know. And you have all of these inscriptions here, all on the maps, telling you all of this stuff. Okay. Now, when you mag down there, you find that it's all in Latin, and I'm like, oh, well, can I just know what all of this stuff is and what it all means in English? But this map I've got now, which I bought there, got some of the English. We're going to have a little examination of this in a little while. This is what I was interested in here. Now, I know that is east in Latin, okay? So I wanted to know what these cats were saying and what this thing is here, this elliptical seal thing is here, and who this Pope is, and what exactly these characters are, and what exactly is going on. I wanted to know that. So basically, I found them, and it is just absolute craziness, actually. So you can see there's all sorts of errors as well, or things don't fit with the real realm. I'll go through that. And as you can see here, Powell. Okay. And what this says, you can see these, like the water's all around, and then there's these gates. And it's like literally going to blow your head off what they're saying. It's like saying that there's more going on, actually. There's a link below in the descriptions box, which gives you a interactive with the Mappa Mundi. Now, I sat on my... It's not the best photography in the world. I do appreciate that, but it is mind-blowing. I took these on my bedroom floor using limited light, but I thought this was good. It looks martini. I thought that was quite humorous. But you get a lot of like troglodytes and belimes and cryptids all over these maps. Okay, all over these maps. Now, somebody asked me about the Urbano Monte map. Well, since that has come out, I've learned that all of them areas around the outside of the Urbano Monte map, okay, are in fact interpretations of what is going on the inner bit of map, okay, like a index, if you like, and not actually outer lands whatsoever. So a lot of people have, again, misinterpreted that as being outer lands. Actually, to be fair, it is not, if you read into it. So the Barnum Monty map was a weird turn up anyway. I turned up. And then Rob Skiba found it on the Rumseys. I was in the Rumseys that week as well, going through their maps. I didn't fucking see it. But yeah, it came out, and that got a lot of people thinking. And then the moon map. So that's supposed to be standing in the where is it? In the UN. Although I got no evidence, and nobody ever, except for that one shitty photograph online, any proof that that is really going on. And there's literally zero evidence anywhere outside of some random YouTubers. Wow, it's really windy and rainy outside Apollonia. So what up there? So you can see Bellimis and interesting creatures. Now they've literally wiped all the text off on this one I bought in Hereford, where they would have been all text, all in between it. Let's have a little mag down, see what we can find. Okay, so if you're trying to navigate, this is the coast of North Africa. Okay. Orientated west to east. You can see Carthage was up and running. There's Sicily. All of these islands in the Mediterranean. What are they? And 7 mountains there, and the Atlas Mountains. And this waterway here, really interesting, because that is the gates of Gibraltar, which in fact probably broke and initially flooded the entire Mediterranean, and that is Noah's flood. Okay. So there's the Pillars of Hercules. Anything past these pillars, they saying that is non-existent. Now, they saying on this map it's the whole world measured. Now, if they've got the know-how and the understanding for everything that we see on these maps, right, then how come they don't know the Americas? The Americas were discovered by fucking Madoc in the 1st century, millennium AD, apparently, or the Vikings way further back. And just, we know that is all bullshit. There was people there already. Or is it the case that America was still underwater at that period, still flooded after supposed apocalyptic flood? This is interesting. Also makes no sense. This is the Iberian Peninsula. You can see Seville there. So this is Gibraltar by here, but they show Gibraltar as over this side, the Rock of Gibraltar. On the opposite side, the Moroccan side. And there's cities there called Elysium as well, and these really large Iberian islands, the Balearic Islands, which are not really that big, are they? Corsica, Sardinia. So all of this is Narbonne. Interesting, they put the birthplace of Nostradamus in there. Also the whole of the French, southern French coast, but they got this spiral here as well. They do fixate on these mazes as well. So all of the characters of the Bible come to life in these maps, and also of the ancient Greeks. There's Delphi there. You can see the mask where the Oracle of Delphi would be. So all of this bit here is Greece, Corinthia, Athens, and then over to Italy. This bit here, they've nicely fattened up Italy. So apparently the Pope, or the religious organization that have deemed this map to be made, or under the bequest of Julius Caesar, no less, supposed to be alive at this time. Maybe somebody want to explain what's going on to me. I don't know. It's well out of there's other characters as well that have no reasoning for why they would be there, or why would they even say that this has been commissioned by Julius Caesar? Why would they even say that? So this is an unusual one. This is the Great British Isles here. You can see England, Colchester, London, Glastonbury's on there, Exeter. And this little sausagey thing here is Wales. Hereford is on there, Shrewsbury, St David's, Conway. And this over here is Ireland. It's really unusual. They put Ireland, or Dublin, excuse me, in the north of Ireland up by Bangor. What's Dublin doing up there where Belfast is? It's beyond me. But there it is. So what we want to find out is there's an exit here, right? And these like 3 guys, and what is going on with that, okay?
And it says here, if I can just blow it up a bit, I've got a bit of a better. Amar. She came from Amar. Well, we all come from Amar. You know what I mean? So go out into the whole world and report back to the Senate, that'd be the Roman Senate, on every continent, except the United States and the Americas, I mean. And then confirm this. I have attached my seal to the document. And no shit, that is the seal that is on the ring of Julius Caesar. I was even thinking Julius Caesar was Christ last night. How the fuck and why? Check it out for yourself. Corresponding as the seal on the ring of Julius Caesar when he seal share doing on the Mappa Mundi when he's supposed to be like, as I said, 44 to 100 BC, according to their narrative or their timeline, which this map is ripping a new one to their timeline at the moment. Nothing's actually fitting. As I said, maybe someone could clearly explain it to me. So what's going on here? Let's have a look at some of the shit that's going on. So there is Hyperborea. They have the Hyperborea there and water between us and the mountain range that you get all around Hyperborea. Isn't that interesting? The griffins of Tartaria, griffin there. Caspian Gate. So there's some sort of wall and a gate. I've shown pictures of another great wall near the Caspian Mountains in the past, the Golden Fleece. And this is the, it looks like the Essenes, but that can't be the Essenes. Anyway, they like to chow down on a bit of human flesh, but you know, that's their thing, isn't it, really? As you can see, the Pope, he's having a right chum down on a foot. So there's the Scythians. Well, they're probably precursors to Tartaria. They're there all of the time anyway, aren't they? So what we got here in Bulgaria and Eastern Europe, we got ostriches. Ostriches in Hungary, and we got bears there. So in Czech Republic, Prague's a big capital. Constantinople over there, the Byzantines, is not the juice. So I would say that either this is just a propaganda mission and they're hiding the Americas like they're hiding land now. They're taking this around the world or around Britain in a reliquaries box to every single parish saying and presenting the world that has been quested by Emperor Julius Caesar in the year 1290. Anybody? Okay. Now, there's Noah's Ark and there's all Bible stuff going on as well. But they've mixed it up like with the Golden Fleece with the classical Greek stuff as well, which is funky. Okay, so Constantinople. And then this is all Arabia going into Persia. So I'm thinking, yeah, it could be propaganda. They're hiding land then, even then. But how is it warranted in some of the characters not around in this time period? We got Phoenicia here, which is the Holy Land now. Canaan, Galilee. Okay. And then you got this crazy thing going on with Jerusalem, which is this crazy star fort wheel. Why is that looking like a bit of gadget? 1290s, anyone's guess. This was actually commissioned mid-1250s. And apparently it took like that long to 1290, like 40 years or whatever, to get it together. But it was like 40 years for its cartography and being measured, the world. So where else have we got? All of ancient Tripoli and Judea, and Bethlehem. So they got their religious places on there. So they're bigging themselves up a bit. They do that. They big themselves up. So we got Bethlehem, Gaza, Bathsheba, and Jericho, which is standing in this case. I thought that, mind you, maybe it's just like Hiroshima up and running a couple of years later. Ooh, they got a salamander. And here's the land of the pharaohs. Okay, the land of apparently Cleopatra, who is also, strangely, alive and kicking at this period of 1290. I always suspected, I always thought, you know, there's a lot of people think the narrative of Jesus Christ is just related to what's happening tonight with the equinox, and later on 3 days, and it'll rise again in New Year as it springs back in, comes back in. Sorry, I just had a thought, it just disappeared. It was that important. Anyway, let's have a look. Rhinoceros and unicorns exist, but interestingly here, Oracle of Jupiter, or the Temple of Ammon. Temple of Ammon, isn't that like a demon? Well, they got temples to demons. They got Bacchus, haven't they? Dionysus. So all the same narrative. Krishna, Dionysus, a load of deities, all got the same narrative of resurrection and stuff. So outside of that, what if there was some dude, okay, that had magical powers, loads of people outside of the culty narrative, and something did go on, because the church definitely been banging on about it for the last millennia, apparently. I noticed in Cardiff Museum when I went there, they had a cross that they found, and it was knackered, a crucifix, and they said, oh, we found a crucifix in Llandaff Cathedral from like 14th century. I was like, what? Like, that's like a big fucking deal, 600-year-old. Wow. Why is it looking so fucked? Wow. So it occurred to me then, like, yeah, because maybe all of that stuff was happening at that time. Rewriting history. So Babylon's there and a contender, as you can see, Damascus, the oldest capital city, apparently. There's the Assyrians. Persepolis, not a ruin here, it's up and running. Okay. And the kingdom of Cleopatra. So what's the kingdom of Cleopatra doing on this map as well? Okay. Maybe just like a millennium after all of that happened, then they're just saying that it's just, it was hers. Maybe past tense, only that's not really there, is there? Past tense. So, okay, we got some pygmies in the Indian mountains, some little people, and then we get up here, we got the city of Enoch. Okay, I don't know what's going on. They got like demons, and everyone's naked. There's a bit of suspect behavior going on up there. We'll have a look. It is the gods after all. You know what they're like. Wine and orgies at 3. They are the gods. Okay, so let's have a look. They fuck. So China was China in 1290, isn't that interesting? Pharonesi. Wonder what's going on with that. And four-footed men. That's part of Russia. Okay, we're moving on to what them texts say. So Calvary, Mountain of Calvary, Jerusalem's like this crazy stuff. I'm not sure actually what's going on with that. And we've got a Phoenix. Phoenix is there. And what does the Phoenix do then? I think it causes damage according to this. So this angel's got a bit showing, and there's these frogs all around the map on the outside. I don't know what they mean, really. We're going to find out. So this is paradise. Here's Adam and Eve and the serpenty thing. But outside of the walled enclosure of Eden, there's all that Enochian city going on, yeah? Some naked people being expulsion. They're getting expelled from Enoch City. It's like that, is it? Okay. So here he is, Caesar. He looks a bit popey. Okay. Oh, Luke's gospel. There went to a decree from Caesar Augustus. So Augustus Caesar. Okay, right up the top, it's got Julius Caesar. Well, Augustus is still... let's find out when Augustus Caesar was apparently alive. I think that was a bit earlier, wasn't it? I think he tried to take Britain as well, didn't he? So there's that. So Augustus Caesar was, oh shit, 63 BC. 63 BC is Augustus Caesar. Okay. And 44 BC was Julius, just around the same time, really. Anyway, so it says that he decreed it. I don't know. And then there's a bit of well done, you fuckers, for getting the map together. Go into the whole world and report to the Senate, every continent. And to confirm this, I will attach attach my seal to the document. It's what I just showed you earlier, and there's a seal of Caesar. Okay, this is the seal of Caesar. Caesar's definitely give it a jab. Okay, all year. And here's a little religious thing. All those possess this work, oh here, read or see prayer to Jesus in his Godhead to have pity on Richard Halbingham of Sleaford. Excuse me, it's a bit bird. Richard Halbingham of Sleaford. Sleaford's in Britain. That's really weird. Who made it and set it out, and may he be granted bliss in heaven. So well done, Richard Habingham of Sleaford, for knocking up the Mappa Mundi. Anyway, they took it all around in a rec room in a box. I've seen the box itself. So what does it say around the outside? Okay. The south. Okay, the south and the north and west. Okay, who's these cats by this portal outside of Western Island then? Okay. Okay, well, what's going on here? So there's 3 dudes. They're definitely around. They're not like, you know, thousands of years ago. They're there. So Nicodosus. Well, when I Googled Nicodosus, Nicodemus come up. Okay. Also Greek sort of citations. It could be Nicodosus, could be Nicodemus. But I definitely know Theodotus or Theodorus, because this is a Byzantine character from 4th century AD. So I don't know what he's doing there anyway. And this is an interesting one I find funny. Polyclitus. Polyclitus, yeah. As far as I know, Polyclitus is a Roman sculptor. So I'm not sure what he's doing there anyway. So they got this map together. They've all mucked in. It seems like there's a bit of a franchise going on. Decreed from Caesar, although at the top it does say Julius Caesar. So Flavius, that's the war to the gates of Hercules, the Straits of Gibraltar. A bit of a clearer image there. Okay, let's have a look on the other side. Okay, so this is the South Pole, and what it says is Polaris measured. Do they mean that literally, the South Pole? Do they mean that they've measured the South? Okay, well, there's all this water, and then there's all this circle all the way around the whole map, and then these like little portal things. Anyway, what's he doing anyway? Description of the world by Orpheus. Oh, again, ancient Greek citation. That guy's not supposed to be on there. Why are they using his name? And there's a guy here following him around. He hasn't got a horse. Go forward. Forward where? Forward where exactly? See my point? So they're saying that it was all measured, actually. Let me just bump back to that. We'll have a look what's there. There's Belimes, etc. And all these islands. So that's Africa. I don't know what islands these are. The Ganges of India. That's a good one, isn't it? Marty Minus. So yeah, they got all of the cryptids. They don't exist in the real world, do they? So is it just like there be dragons over there? So anyway, they're off across the Arctic because apparently, and another thing you don't get in the Mappa Mundi as well is any ice or any cold things, anything related with a cold. So what's it say up here? It says Medoxus measured all one east. So this guy measured the whole of the east as well. Okay, well, we've got the Red Sea there, and there's a Great Wall there as well. Sorry about the blurredity. As I said, I didn't sat on my bedroom floor. That's I'm dead excited. See, I wish I knew what these ones say, but they are. It seems to be little prayers. But what's going on with these angel things? I noticed we said the word breasts there. I thought that was interesting. Breasts from which, and it goes off blurred. Oh, I wish I could get the whole translation. Maybe somebody out there got all the translations for all their bits underneath. That would be really groovy because I can't find anything online. Been everywhere looking online for them. Anyway, let's have a look at what these cats in heaven are doing. And trustworthy bleeding lot, aren't they? They'll just get cheesed off one day and fucking kill us all. You know this anyway. So, it's all experiments anyway. But I think it's all what you think it is. And all his mind. And how can it not be? So this is interesting. So why does it say there? Julius Caesar and Rook, a survey of the whole world. So it says Julius Caesar. So regardless of Julius or Augustus, it's the same time period that's not supposed to be on this map. And also Caesars running the church, not supposed to be on this in this time period at all. Anybody? Why is it decreed by a Caesar when he's not even alive? So I witnessed some Mappa Mondays on a Starfort when I went to Portugal this year. They had a few. Mappa Monday's not the oldest, but it is the oldest you can view in the world, they say. And these were in Portugal, but they're not the original maps. That one there, Mappa Mundi, from Portuguese map makers, 1498. Again, no Americas. By 1498, they should have had the Americas on that map, I would have thought. There's Pierre Ric's maps, as you know, as well, show Antarctica green, fully green, and no ice whatsoever, and narratives from the past, no ice whatsoever. There's 100 narratives out there that contradict everything that just went on in the fuckery in the last week. Why is that, guys? Why is that? So this is one of the oldest ones, but to me it looks like it's been done in a school by a child or something with colouring pens, and it's a map of the world. But you can see there's just no writings, no inscriptions telling you what anything is. It's along the same lines of water all the way around, and they also got these portals as well. I find here, and here, really interesting. And this was after Noah's flood, look. And you come down and everything's like, well, we got all these buildings now. They're really nice. All it needs is a bit of a wash off. Get that mud out of the front of them and we're cooking on gas. So yeah, no ice anywhere. Sahara Desert's just city's place in the past, as I'm sure you all know. But the abundance of these cryptids, why is that? Maybe they just went on a previous reset. Completely bananas on the DNA splicing. Okay. So the Mappa Mundi as well, here it is in its entirety. You can't really see it good when you're looking at it close up. It's better on an image, actually, than when you're actually there. Oh, excuse me. It's the shape of a boat. It's got the bows. The whole thing is like the shape of a boat. And it occurred to me, like, is it, because all of this here, including America, is it in a vessel, like Noah's Ark, and we're in Noah's Ark all along? And how would you even know? But along the lines of cross Noah's Ark with the cube, so we don't work it out. Shell Beach. Feels like that. Chinese had Mappa Mondis as well. Early medieval. Same islands all around. Same water all around. No poles as such, what they say. There's got to be a reason for that. Why is everyone in all over the world mapping the similar stuff, the same stuff? So there's some interesting tidbits you can find out about the Mappa Mundi. What does it mean in English? The world. The map of the world. It is the most famous map of all, and they show you that saying as well. What the Hardingham of Lafford, not Salford. It said Sleaford on that map, not Lafford. It said Sleaford clearly, and I know Sleaford because that crap banned the Sleaford mods. So if they're watching this, no insulting you, but I can't believe it's famous. Why is the map so good? Well, because it's, breathtaking animation. Oh, shit, a bit like NASA. What can historians learn from the Mappa Mundi? The medieval maps were much historical as they were geographical. So just historical references. But that doesn't explain why the map was decreed by a Caesar. And what does that mean for the church? I know Constantine was a Christian, but the church completely subversive to the Romans, or what you call them, which are totally empowered today, the Phoenicians. That's why they got a Senate in America. What is the most ancient map? They say this one here, and it's an Arab map, 1148, and that one has indeed got a bit of the Americas on it, as you can see. Even then, And as I showed you, the Pierre Rees maps, and he was an admiral, so he's going to know a thing or two. Oh, that's interesting. Why is Greenland so big on maps? When applied to a world map, the Mercator projection inflates the size of lands the further they are from the equator. See, I heard that all of these coordinate squares, they go off into small triangles when you get to the top of the ball, but each coordinate triangle holds as many square miles as the square miles on the latitude and longitude lines. So there's just a huge displacement of land and oceans as far as I can see because of the maps. There's no maps. We haven't got a map. Mercator, they haven't got a map. We haven't got a map. The Mercator map is bullshit. So far off. I can't even believe they go with it. They say the Gol Peters map is more accurate with lanky continents and stuff, but I don't think so. I don't think any of them are accurate. I don't think you can map this place. If you want to find out more about the Mappa Mundi, there's an awesome link below, and it gives you an interactive tour. You can do the tour yourself, and it gives you things like explore the Mappa Mundi in colour. There's a chained library, which they have there in Hereford Cathedral. And the Magna Carta, which is not worth the paper it's written on, because they take absolutely no notice of that whatsoever. Oh, excuse me, I bloody lost it. Escape. Oh, bloody hell. Exit full screen. Just go back. So what it gives you is you can see the locations of what's going on. In towns and cities, so it gives you like which Hereford there on the River Wye. That's supposed to be the River Wye. Jerusalem, which is 10 types of crazy. Why is it even looking like that in 1290? Why is that city's got like Stafford walls and stuff? Obviously it has. That's a city wall. According to the book of Ezekiel. Oh, I like the Ezekiel stuff. Ezekiel's wheels are groovy. And then you've got Rome, which is a big fuck off place, which looks nothing like Roman stuff. Paris is big too. That's a main centre. And Hereford, which is not really now in the modern day. Strange people, as I showed you. But they do not cover the texts or let you know what the information are. Keep it pretty, keep it down. The animals, etc. Bible stories, Christ, Eden, Noah's Ark, Red Sea Exodus. So they bricked it across there. Look, must have been like all reeds and something. The Reed Sea, not the Red Sea. And walked across. Anyway, Bible stories make zero fucking sense to me. They don't make sense to man or beast. But oh yeah, it's a magical spiritual realm. It's all of that going on, mysticism and all that. It's like, yeah, I get that. It's like all the magic seems to have disappeared. So all of that bullshit. Let's have a think about. Oh, excuse me. What the fuck is that? Excuse me. Okay, let's have a little think about, expanded lands out there. We've talked about them for umpteen years now, haven't we? Excuse me. Okay. So what if that's what they were seeing? I know they was. I heard them saying in Antarctica that to get people to send sunspots so they can compare that their sun was the same sun, but I'm not even sure the flat earthers even seen it. When Jaron went live, he said, like, literally, I went to bed, I was tired, and I left them to it because they're so fucking trustworthy. Yeah, it goes dark for a minute. It goes behind the mountain. So what? When it went behind the mountain, it didn't settle. Fuck all. It just come back up again. That's just weird. And so, yeah, that was a trip. So what if that was the case? Because it circled right the way above their head like this all day long. Went down behind that mountain, come back, come back, come back. What if that was the case? That it was just another sun? I could give you, I could spend a whole vlog on evidences. There's one or two in here about, 2 suns and 3 sun phenomena in the sky. It's like they're just going to say, like, oh, it's just that atmospheric phenomena, shit like this goes down. What if it's just they're all on ellipticals from different parts and they're only perceivable to us at certain times of the year? Oh, that makes perfect sense to me, actually, guys. So apparently they went here in Antarctica. It was around by here. So as you can see, Western Antarctica is actually an island, apparently below sea level, but they said they were 2,000 feet above sea level on a glacier that was 2,000 feet thick and around by here, which is quite far, isn't it? 3 hours from Chile. Looked like 10 minutes on that speeded up footage that the Globetrotters gave us. Thanks. So yeah, I've read a lot about Antarctica actually over the years. It's quite a fascination with me. Thank you, Hippie Shake, for sharing shit. Okay, with 761 of you watching. Thank you for being here. So Antarctica is not what you think. I know this is only words on the internet, but you know, I've seen the letter that this was that Cook did on his logs years ago on the internet. So he did write this stuff. It's a lengthy coastline of Antarctica. He purported to be roughly 11,000 miles in circumference. Around the outside, he says that he basically first modern explorer to breach Antarctic Circle and reach the ice barrier during 3 voyages lasting 3 years and 8 days, sailed a total of 60,000 miles along the Antarctica coastline. So around, they say, so what they chart, hang on. So around the Antarctica continent is 60,000 miles when it's only 24,000 miles around the equator. Makes zero fucking sense, does it? Unless it's a flat Earth map and that is an ice wall all the way around, then that makes perfect fucking sense, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay. There's all different narratives about it. That American encyclopedia that I showed years ago, saying that there was a dome of 28,000 feet. I'm not sure what to think of that. I've read it a dozen times. I was actually thinking that there was some sort of misprint, and they were on talking about Elbrus, the mountain. But you know, they clearly say there's a dome in Antarctica in the American Encyclopedia. But your continent, it says that sometimes there's an Antarctica. Sometimes. So what about this? Well, they haven't done it. Why are they not transversing or double transversing, actually? So let's walk across the Antarctica continent from one side to the other. Or fly across. Because they zippity-doo down there, no fucking problemo whatsoever, from Chile, and then get down there, and it's all nice and cushy. I was expecting, like, the thing, you know, with, like, you know, the movies and everything you've ever seen about Antarctica, like, basically death. It's what I was expecting. Not like fucking Club Tropicana, the drinks are free. So you can see the Nazis went down there, Schwabenland. They got loads of shit going on, as you know. They've probably got cities. Probably all goes underground, and they're hiding all of that caper. I'm convinced of it. I'm convinced that the Nazis went. I'm convinced that all of that is happening, and it's this. I've seen evidence. I posted it, but they copyright me every time I show it. It's on Operation High Jump video. Check it out for yourself. There's like pilots. They go over a large area which apparently been formed by volcanicity, and it was 4 valleys, green valleys on that video. Like as far as the eye can see, green valleys, like inhabitable. And then it goes to what, like 14 degrees. It was colder in Wales than it was in Antarctica last week. Something's not ringing true to Martin's ears. I don't know what it is. Here's Pierre Rees, Turkish admiral, as you know. But he stated that he got his maps and says this on Graham Hancock's Fingerprints of the Gods. Actually says that he got them from earlier sources, so Atlantean sources, if you like. Okay. But it clearly shows an Antarctica all green and cushy with beasts and stuff. No problems with ice or anything. In fact, none of this ice really exists. As for any of these islands as well, you've got to fly over all of this. Fun fact. Pangaea, there's a thing they think about. Where would that have been? Middle of the Pacific Ocean, middle of the Atlantic, lands that are lost. I got 2 books over there with lands that are lost. Just amazing. The British expedition, Halley's Comet, just any old, you know, Halley's Comet comes over at a specific time. They can literally tell you when it's going to come over. These comets, they're literally fucking Phoenician stuff. is what I think. It doesn't say Halley's Comet on the side of the comet with fucking big beaming lights, does it? And anyway, if you mag about them and have a look at them, they look like craft to me. They look like there's something inside of a larger bubble. Just me. So there you are. There's supposed to be that big lump of continent down below us. Apparently. It's funny they didn't fall off. And it went all the way from Chile all the way to there. See, just totally blew my head because everything that I've ever thought about the place is not true. Apparently it's lush. So what about that? Why can't I do that then? Well, they just flew from Chile to here, from here to here. It only took 3 hours. That was like, it took me like 3 hours to go from Dallas to Cancun. 3 hours. It's not even far. So, wow, fucking hell. And then jets are pretty shit as well, just to carry 10 fucking people. Jesus Christ, the rest of us got to crush in like sardines, haven't we? 10 people on a big fuck off jet like that. Blows my head off. All that money. Jesus, they must be so important. NASA finds perfectly rectangular iceberg. Yeah, fucking so fucking true. Every time I see that, I just hat pounds. Anyway, let's move on. So there are plenty of ideas. The old caustic coffee cup, as they call it, idea, very possible. You can see if light comes through this glass, it emits this thing, which looks like this, which is reflecting off what is the domage. Water always finds this level. They're going to shit a curve out. I wonder if the moon didn't show up in Antarctica, did it? I wonder if they have eclipses in Antarctica. Oh, that'd be interesting. So, yeah, loads of images. I could show you books like the Book of Wonders, for example, which shows you 2 suns, 3 suns, and all sorts of strange atmospherical phenomena in the 1500s. And sun halos, again, magnetism being grabbed, I think. And it shows you, I think, the shape of the earth. I think it shows you the 4 angels. I think it shows you the dome, is what I think. What have I got here? Excuse me. 2 suns, ready to shine just for you. So that's like a medieval one, but I think that's more of a sun, more of a, oh, excuse me. Sorry, look at that. Oh no, that is 2 suns going on there, but again, I think that just shows there's a dome. Waters above, waters below. I definitely do think, even though like the Bible's probably AI and everything else, I still think that we're in the camp of that's giving us some truths. It seems to be a rule set here that they have to tell the truth. And it's all in plain sight. It's just like they want us to go and find it for ourselves and think for ourselves. So any decision about making, getting to the end of this little bit about the Mappa Mundi is it's a Victorian fake. And they took the narratives from Greek mythology and Bible. That's a possibility. Or the chronology is woefully way off, and Theodorus and Caesar apparently decreed this to be made. We're alive and kicking in 1290. Unless anybody can tell me what's going on. Okay, moving on. So the Indians, I love them. So the Mughals of India, okay, they sort of ruled for hundreds of years. They were a great dynasty. They got like literally decommissioned by the great old British Raj, putting into all the fun and games. Let's have a look at some of their art. So what we're finding is India were in a golden era forever, and then the British turned up, the Phoenicians, and fucked up the whole game for them. In fact, I seen a statement, which I can't really find now, by a British politician who took it to Parliament, said he'd been to India, he visited it, and these people had no poverty, and they were in a golden era, and buildings made of gold, all of that. And we must break them and rob them and suppress them and imprison them and kill them and all of that. So they went and basically did that, which they do in epic style. The British, oh God almighty, they bang on about the Germans' behaviour in World War II. Anyway, So I noticed that they look really identical to the Sutton Hoo hoard. The English treasure hoard of Sutton Hoo, which is supposed to be in the east of England, which is supposed to be Viking treasure, looks the same to me as these Indian treasures. Connection? I think so. I think the connection would be the Celts, the Welsh. The original Celts came from the Indus Valley civilization, they say, which is why we all look a bit Indian, don't we? Yeah. And we look like peacocks. They're definitely a Phoenician thing. But all of them are actually diamonds, and I don't know who actually owns these right now, but these are like from 1500s. They're 500-year-old craftsmanship of the Mughals, the Mughal. And they were into Fabergé eggs, but that is a jester's hat. And did they really have jesters in the court, Indian court? Not really. Interesting. So I got a little bomb or something. But yeah, 500-year-old. It looks Art Deco. A couple of billion in jewels. You can see why the British had an interest. I can't believe that's 500-year-old. That is beautiful Art Deco. Actually, Art Nouveau. That's Art Nouveau in its style and everything. If somebody showed me that, I would say, oh yeah, Art Nouveau, 1920. I'm afraid not. Mughal, 1500s. We're like, fucking hell, really? It's crazy. Beautiful though. But I see a Celtic influence, you know, the gold banding and the reds. You see a lot of the serpenty entwining. They would have had this on their head. All of this is a technology. The whole clothes of the old world. We've gone into textiles and clothing, guys, on this channel for years, and they're an understudied subject. I really do think that people were living fantastic because of their clothes, because of the quality of textiles and jewels placed in certain areas on our body to interact with our chi. Yeah, amplify it. Put them on the side of your head. Amplify the chi. Make you more psychic than you were. Yeah, that was what they were trying to do in World War II. They were trying to make a psychic spirit race. They were trying to do that, make them psychic. We are psychic anyway, and we just don't know. A lot of people don't know how psychic they are. They suppress it and they doubt it. It's like, well, that was really weird. I only thought that just now and just happened. It's like, yeah, no fucking shit, Sherlock. That was you. Like last night, I looked at my phone and it rang because I knew it would ring. Just the weirdest thing. And I thought to myself, yeah, wow, I knew that was going to ring. How would I know that? Just little things like that. So Indian, yeah, you can see that. But again, it's that jester feel to it. But my God, I don't know. Is that pearl? These things are obviously priceless and quality unsurpassed. Absolutely beautiful beyond belief. And I'm guessing the Maharaja would have had his little stick. Maybe this is some tech. You know, what are you going to do with these batons you see kings and queens with? Say, scepters, etc. Batons. What are they fucking for? You smack somebody with that, it's going to just lose diamonds. And it looks like a little twizzle on the end. I think this is some sort of zap, like taser. You can zap somebody with it. Just, hey, you. What? Bit like that, you know. 500-year-old. First time I seen these, I was rubbing my eyes thinking, what? How are they even knocking this stuff up 500 years ago in India, guys? Look at it today. I'm sure in Mumbai and stuff, they're making beautiful jewelry, but let's be honest, come on. It's gone to rack and ruin. Blame the British for that, though. It's not their fault. They're just so nice and apologetic, aren't they? You speak to them and they're like, because they're just apologetic and nice. And they're like, okay, you can have everything I own, I suppose, if you want. Just nice. So there's that. And they've had that Strange thing what they did with Pakistan, sending up a separate state and then just sending them all north and then the east and west Pakistan, and then just separating it up peoples through religious sects. You know, separating the Muslims from the Hindus. It's a really weird thing to do, you know, when they were all the same peoples and setting up these states. Who did that again? Britain. A bit like Palestine and everywhere else. Britain, Israel, Britain. So, oh, look at that. That's a beauty, isn't it? Look at the rubies. Just absolutely fantastic. You imagine the person trying to create these. It's like a magic person or something. Oh my God, look at that. Mandala in a plate. Somebody done that, hand painted that. I'm telling you now, somebody sat there, guys, and they hand painted that with watercolors or whatever it is. I've seen them do it. These artisans in India blow your head off, and they just doing shit. They, you know, in the Western world with these skills. Oh my God, I love this illuminating glass. I don't know how they're doing it. They add something to the glass to make it do that. 500-year-old. The Romans, I've seen examples of this same luminous turquoise blue material. Oh my God, am I seeing that? I think I might know how they're producing them. There's a somatic pattern there. There's a beautiful geometry of a specific frequency, isn't there? Is that how they're doing it? Frequency froze in glass. Bit like that demon found on a 5p piece. Everyone's walking around with 5p pieces in their pocket with the demons in there. It's not good, is it? Wonder what else is on all the money. Don't worry, I'm going to decode the shit out of this realm. Leave it to me, guys. Leave it to me. Okay. Oh, I love that purple thing going on. Oh, imagine eating with them in the past. I bet food would be fantastic. Tastes yummy with this gold spoon, Maharaja. But it wouldn't be Maharaja. That was in the Raj, the Mughal. Again, I don't know what they do, guys, but they look like there might be a bit of tech going on. You know, what would their function be? I would say scrolls. You pull it out and there'd be a scroll, maybe the Veda or something. Maybe. Just chucking it out there. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. Britain this year, it's the worst Christmas on record, apparently. I don't know what's going on, really, but everybody is just like weird, acting weird, and they're selling them all plastic shit. I mean, the worst plastic shit ever. We used to have some quality items back in the old days, but not anymore. It's all shit. I mean, like, really bad quality stuff made by child slaves. But each to their own. I'm just passing through. If the cult members want to get fucking pissed and do whatever they do, because they all get in trouble anyway. They all have like affairs, it gets in trouble, and then it's always the drink that made me do it, and I shouldn't have had that line of coke in the toilet. And then all of your life unravels, all because of New Year's Eve and fucking Christmas. Do you know how many times I have fucked my life up because of New Year's Eve and Christmas, thinking it meant something? I'm telling you guys. All that love thing going on. Anyway. I don't know what that is. It looks conical, though, doesn't it? Conical, not comical. Right, let's have a drink of something. I'm literally spitting feathers. Don't ask me why or how. 500-year-old Mughal Indian art. A transparent hand. Why, I don't know. It's really good, though. I really love it. So I watched a film on YouTube earlier. I mean, my son watched it. It was called The Crucible. And it was really good. It was Vincent Price. Can't be a bit of Vincent Price. And basically, do you know when I've been going on about statues and stuff? He was killing them, but he like casted women, yeah, in bronze by pouring basically metal on their eyeball, and turning them into metal, and then flogging them on a mannequin. I'm like, fucking hell, this is crazy. I've been going on about this for a long time. Oh, that was nice, that orange. Orange and passion fruit. It's not 33 confirmed orange juice. Illuminati confirmed. Okay. So, yeah, nice to have your salad served up in these. So, yeah, they must have had a brilliant golden era. They used to wear them there. like that, fluffy things, and all diamonds dangling down here. So when you look at stuff, you see all like kaleidoscopes, trippiness going on. Their reality must have been fantastic in the past, guys. The vibration of it all. Can you imagine? I'm trying to remember how I used to feel in the 80s, and it wasn't just because of youth and energy. The whole era felt really good. You know, the bands, the music, that energy, that vibe. You never get that ever anymore. And it's not to do with my age. It's to do with the paradigm. You know, they're all just, they're into shit fucking music, aren't they? You know, Taylor fucking Swift and that ginger tosser, what's his name? Ed Sheeran, him. And people like that, talentless fuckwits. Back in the day, we had fucking Jimi Hendrix. We had the Doors. Huh? What happened, guys? Anyway, let's go through some. That was nice. We're going to look at some London pubs because it's celebration time. That's what we're going to do. We're going to, apart from this Tatarian fan, I'm going to fantasize about going on holiday, my Tatarian house. Little sitting room up there. Okay. Maybe a little computer room in there as well. Sit out on the balcony. Yeah. And there's a little kitchenette inside as well and everything. Oh, yeah, it's got a bathroom. It's fucking... I want to see it inside. Obviously, I'm fantasizing all of this, but you can see how this is going down. The Munsters car is brilliant. I want one in my fantasies. So, yeah, I've got lost in London many a time. I could have ended up killed many a time when I was young. I was a gobby little guy, and I was Welsh, yeah? So, you know, me marching around London thinking I owned the place didn't really go down well with the Londoners, I noticed. So I had a lot of fights. Got in a lot of trouble, actually, when I was in London. Can't really tell you about it on YouTube, actually. But I used to get in a lot of trouble in my youth, surprisingly. So let's have a look. Oh, yeah, the old Cheshire cheese. Can you imagine the food in these gaps? And look at this, down the stairs, endless of these basement pubs in the old London. They got these lanes. They just go like labyrinths with little pubs that, it's like, shit, where'd that come from? And little like quaint streets, like they look like they belong in the country in the middle of London. It's like, yeah, okay, that's weird. I'll go in here for a pint. Not that I'll be drinking this Christmas, actually. I've decided I don't think I'll be having a nail. You knock yourselves out. I'm just not going to bother because I've got no one to drink with, and it's not really my buzz, actually. It's not my thing. I don't mind a pint of Guinness now and again, but fuck, you know. I got a weak bladder and I want to go piss all the time. That's the thing with Guinness. It's like everybody else, other blokes will have 4 pints of Guinness, 1 piss. I'll have 4 pisses, 1 pint of Guinness. That's no good. I spent my whole time in the fucking toilet, and I hate men's toilets. Ugh, fucking hell, they're horrible. Urinals. Yeah? You and me haven't got to do that. You get your own little bunker, haven't you? Yeah, we just got like this bloke standing there. There's bloke standing there. There you go, lob it out and start pissing. Nah, man. I was like, I can't go. I can't go when people are watching. I just can't do it. It's weird. Couldn't go in my house. I don't know. How did we ended up on this conversation? The pubs. It's making me want to drink. So can you imagine walking down there? Aye, mate. Aye, in old London language. Yeah. Nice apple and pears. Nice skin and blister you got there, mate. She's not my sister. She's my wife. So, yeah, imagine it's all muddy and old worlds, John Slades, and guns and ammunition. Yes, we definitely fucked up in Britain when we gave all that away. Could have had your shotgun and your machine gun back in the days. I've seen, like, literally Churchill, the great leader of Great Britain, with a Thompson machine gun. How come he's allowed to then? Fox and hounds. Oh, my God, yeah. So, cloppity clop. This is the worlds of horse and cart, by the way. Cloppity clop, get off and go in there and have a fine ale, splendid ale. Oh, I bet I would have one of them in there. Bet they got the best IPA. You can 2 pints and splatteroonied. So, yeah, it's a big thing about the booze in London. Of course, they had their problem with gin, didn't they? And as the Hogarth has recounted in his artworks of Gin Alley, and the whole population of London was apparently addicted to gin, and they took then the Sloane Breeze out and replaced them with another berry and made it more alcoholic and stronger, causing more problems. Ooh, what's this place? Whore and porter. Green dragon, or and porter. Strange combination, but who cares? As long as they're happy. That looks unusual. What do you think that is? It's got a one wheel on the back, two on the front, and like a bottle on the back. Could it be like a gas-powered car? I don't know, guys. Life's too weird for me. Ah, look at that. Back in the day, I'd love to time travel. Interestingly, I watched a YouTuber I watched, Billy Moore. I like Billy Moore. I love Billy Moore. He's brilliant, actually. But he was in Manchester, and he said there's loads of stories. There's a portal here, he said on his video. He said loads of stories of people walking down here and like literally walking out into the 1800s. Now, I shit you not, my friend years ago said exactly the same thing up to him in Cardiff. He said all of a sudden he heard ships, like the ropes and the wood of ships. And he looked to the left, and then next thing you know, he's in old clothes and his wife's in old clothes in Castle Grounds in Cardiff. Right? And I've heard this too many times. And I'm under the impression that if you're in a specific coordinate at a specific time, I think you could do it. I hear too many people saying they just walk through into another time. As long as you can get back with the drugs that you've got back in 1900. That's not the only reason I would go time traveling. Obviously not sex tourist. That would be bad time traveling to do that. Obviously I wouldn't go across time and do that. Just saying, just throwing it on there. The Angel in Barclay Perkins. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Nice. That's made of wood. Oh, a nice pint in there. You know, Cutchy and Solstice at the moment. So this is on the back of the Thames, but it was crawling in rats. But it's all good times. The river comes up, washes away. And look how old that wall is there outside Anchor Barclays. All washed away from the millennia of human activity that has been in London. Yeah, it's quite a buzz. When I was a kid, I used to get pins and needles when I arrived in London. Now I go there and I just like, I don't get that same energy as I used to when I was a kid. I was so excited to live there, be there, visit there. And my hair would be always on pins, seeing these historical places, knowing what I knew about it. Now I go there and I'm like, no, it looks fake as fuck. I used to drink in here. World's End pub. I used to drink in here quite a bit. It looks exactly the same as when I used to go in it, actually. World's End pub. Yeah, battered them all with pool in it. That's another thing that get your head kicked in, is being good at pool, I've noticed. A bit of a shark. So you go into it like, you know, do you want to game of pool, mate? Yeah, sure. Yeah. And then you make them look like 7 ball them and make them look like they're really rubbish in front of their girlfriends and stuff. Always gets trouble about that. Anyway, let's have a look at some more images. Let's go back in time again to the pavilion that was in the Paris expositions, 1860s, and they've knocked up this pavilion. Now, I've noticed there's a few unusual things in these pictures, so we'll share them together. We've got 800 people watching. That's pretty spectacular. Thanks for being here. Hope you're all enjoying the solstice so far. I am. So, what do you make of that? Anybody going to tell me in comments what you think's going on? Why the Caesars decreeing the Mappa Mundi made in 1290? Anybody? Or have I been right all along about the chronology? There is that. So, beautiful Moorish building. Now, I'm going to show you the interior of this building. Now, bear in mind this fact, okay? This is the exposition. Apparently, in the narrative, they've been built with temporary products, okay? And it's only built for X amount of years. Millions of people come through, see all of this Roman stuff. It's the Roman eagle standard either side on what is a Moorish building. Interesting that, isn't it? And the eagle there, wings open, eagle there, wings open. Check this card. Perambulate that for a disabled person. So really beautiful lampposts, everything immaculate. This is the finest quality you can imagine. Everything is just manicured, isn't it? So strange how they mix the two, the Roman. Why would they put that in anyway? So it's a statement, isn't it? It's a statement of imperial power over what would have been the Moors or the Ottomans, actually, to be more specific. Oh yeah, got one in Britain that looks a bit like this. Regent House or Prince Regent Pavilion in Brighton, Brighton Pavilion, and looks just like this. It's a beautiful building. I went there when I was young in Brighton. So yeah, so you're telling me, okay, let's just get our heads around this, that they made all of this stuff in here, the paintings, the chandeliers and everything, for temporary, to get it all moved a little time later. Seems like a lot of expense, doesn't it? And effort. Look at them carpets and them chairs. Priceless paintings and priceless chandelier just for that pavilion. Yeah, all that effort for just a temporary measure. It's a little bit fantastic, isn't it, guys? It's like the best of the best, isn't it? So what's going on exactly? Look at these rooms in there, guys, in the pavilion. I think that each one got a different sense of a different place, and see fleur-de-lis, all sorts of demon faces and shit going on in there, but never mind. But definitely the Phoenician style, isn't it? But look at this. Temporary. If somebody just said that as a narrative, like, oh, look at these photographs, guess what? They built all this and all of this just for a couple of years, and they knocked it all down and got rid of all this. I would like, yeah, what the fuck ever. That's what they want us to believe. Where would they get the unlimited funds to put all of this together, all of these precious things? Maybe booty from a war that we know nothing about, an invasion that we know nothing about, and then just fill up the expositions with the best shit of that booty, if you like. Queen Victoria was victorious. I'm sorry, I just can't believe that for 1 second that this is just temporary. It's just too fantastical. Look at the artworks. Cherbanowski's again with the double laurel leaves, the Phoenician narrative, everything in gold leaf. I bet I've never even sat in something so beautiful as that. I sat in a Bauhaus chair once, fell in love with a Bauhaus chair. I just sold my soul that chair. It was the baddest chair you've ever sat in your life. I was like, I don't want to move. It's like literally hugging me and kissing me right now. It was that nice. But like £2,500 price tag for that chair. No fucking wonder. It's amazing what they can do with chairs, you know. Whew. So yeah, more pavilion-ish. Excuse me. So have a look at the stonework. Seems to be brick, doesn't it? Big stone. And not temporary shitty materials, so to speak. And they do look really old buildings and not temporary. You can see all the dirt and the bits are scratchy and everything. It's like, what the fuck? It's supposed to be there forever. So apparently this one again, yeah, it's built for a tomato season. He's got a busby on his head. So this house here, we're going to look at this in a minute. This is a Ely C. I live in Ely, or Ely. Napoleon's Gaff in France, okay? And it is stupid. You can see what he's done with all his money. Here it is here. So Elise, Napoleon's Gaff. There's his gardens. He walked around thinking, oh, that woman's doing my head in. Not Josephine, or whatever he's thinking. It's a bad press. They say he was really little. He wasn't really little at all, Napoleon. He was 5'8" or something. So just average sized guy. But they're like, no, he's just like this little weedy guy, cowardly guy. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that he actually existed at all. The size of these doors. All of these buildings are fucking giants. Look at the size of these doors. And I bet the door handles are up there somewhere as well. I got that in the Czech Republic. Couldn't believe it. My friend Patrick showed me. He said, check this out. And the handle's up there. I'm like, what the fuck? And there was loads of them as well. And you could see where they've been taken off and replaced and lowered down. I'm like, well, why were they up there in the first place? Makes no sense. You know? I was in the Czech Republic. So, yeah, Napoleon's Gaff. This is what he got for flouncing off around Europe, Russia, and Africa. That's an interesting bit to think about there, isn't it? What's that? A bit of an antenna going on there. So, yeah, there's that. So yeah, I think they should have had a photograph of Napoleon, because look at this mud flooder as well. Photographs were around, you know, when he was in Elba, at least, you know. We've got photographs of Duke of Wellington. Why can't we have photographs of Napoleon? So yeah, that's what he did with all his men. He put ends up everywhere. That's proper narcissistic, that is, isn't it? Putting your fucking initials up all over your buildings. Just like Bender in Futurama, when he became God, he wanted a massive statue built for him. It's that attitude, isn't it? I want a massive statue, not that big, bigger. And then they build it, and you come along and you go, no, I mean bigger, much bigger. Like the biggest thing in the world ever, as big as Mount Meru. So yeah, he commissioned people to do all this painting and all this farty stuff going on. Or did he just have a building that was already there, but possibly occupied by a larger stature people at previous reset? Because I can't get my head around why these ceilings are so high, these doors are so big. Mirrors everywhere as well. This is something to do with the Phoenician paradigm, is these reflections and these mirrors that get into us through them. See, when I was young, I wouldn't have a mirror in my bedroom, and if I did, I would have covered it over with gaffer tape, let me tell you, just in case I slip through into another dimension in the middle of the night. This shit goes down. So there's that. So yeah, I'm careful in the mirror realm of them on the other side of the mirror. They're not us. There's that. So I think there's definitely something going on there with the mirrors. And not only mirrors, reflections full stop, like puddles, car mirrors, shopping windows, windows in shops. They're just everywhere in this reality, these mirrors, in this Phoenician reality. They make the rooms look twice as big, but I'm guessing you could spot a vampire then, couldn't you? Yes, put a giant mirror over your fireplace. Ooh. And the mirror doesn't crack with the fireplace. Absolutely stonking, super great. Smash in, smash in. So that's where all of the taxpayers' money went. Let me come back for a minute, actually, guys. See what go on. See, I don't even know if I'm talking to myself. Sorry about the initial audio thing. I should have gone with this one. 700 of you still here. Awesome. I'm nearly 800, actually, which is awesome. I'm just going to stick with this condenser microphone, actually. So give a few of you shouts. We're going to have images of the day. I got a lot to go, actually. It's just the thing is I don't want to be doing a 3 hour today. We're going to go through some. We're going to have a little giggle as well, is what we're going to do. And we won't be too rude, because I got to vet everything, like knowing that AI is watching every move I make. I totally, literally hacked. Like, you wouldn't believe how I got AI this week. What I did is I made maggot videos. I've got a magnifying glass, okay, an electron microscope thing, which you download the software, you can like see stuff 1,000 zoom, which is fantastic, okay. And I literally put a thumbnail up of basically, I'm not telling you what part of the anatomy it is. It's all good though, right? And the bit that it froze looked like a bun or a fanny or something, yeah. And it was on the thumbnail. And then AI went away. It's like, yeah, I got a problem with putting this through. It went away. I come back. It's like, yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. And my fly that I found with its brains sucked out and a picture of it, AI hasn't got no problemo whatsoever with that. And it was my content. Isn't that curious? What a madman. So we persevere. Okay, I hope you're enjoying the show so far, as I said. Mr. Razda, did you see my name, Clarticus, today? It's 9 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it is here, but I ain't cold. I ain't cold. FM Thomas, these photos are so strange. What happened to the people? The sky in these photos, well, they black them out, don't they? And it's like what we call vanilla skies now. But I've seen a lot of stuff like edges of chimney pots cut and stuff where they're just fucking up with the altering of the past and the images. The past has been unfortunately fabricated, which is spooky and crazy to think, but that is the case. So they fake to the past, like they fake this reality. They give us history books and dinosaurs, evolution, Big Bang. And all of these notions for the paradigm to go with, when the reality is that none of that is the case. None of that is true. And they offer no evidence, just theories. They just give you theories. So, Kathy, good to see you, lovely. It is crazy. It's all crazy. I've discovered a demon, and I discovered that Julius Caesar is possibly living in 1290 as well, all in 1 week. Not bad, eh? The Brundle fly, yeah, I found it in the passage. Jess, yes, thank you. I love Jess. Thank you, Jess. She's sorted me out with thumbnails, and I'm waiting on another pack of. I need to send you some of these, Jess. Thumb drives. 60, I think it's 62,000 images. And as I said, I went through the 4 o'clock in the morning, going rid of all like Ladybird books and stuff like that. Because you don't want to be buying Ladybird books and stuff. Just so it's all just. All juice, honestly, it's all fucking fantastic. All like I've been showing for years, Antiquitech stuff related, maps and everything really, but all historically related. Mama Cat melted and mud covered, indeed. New Earth and New Heavens already happened. See it with a reset. Ordinary Bearer, good to see you. Jesse, Alva Billy. I've been watching The Genius of Charlie Chaplin. He's on YouTube. They got colorized ones. He beats me. He's such a psycho, though. He's really unpleasant. More unpleasant than Mr. Bean. I mean, he doesn't really care if anyone gets hurt. Mr. Bean is a genius as well, but obviously a narcissist because he doesn't care about human life. But Charlie Chaplin, God, it's just so clever. I haven't got it before, but I'm getting older, so I can see what they've done with the nuances. And it's really super smart stuff for the era, and no sound whatsoever. But yeah, he's completely nuts. And I find myself chuckling, even though it's 100-year-old. I find it funny. Burn my fat till the stomach, till my stomach is as flat as the earth. AI could just fucking. I'm getting used to it. I'm working ways around it. I'll just post me making pottery. I'm thinking on doing another genre. Kaleidoscope vision. Yes, Margaret, indeed. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Jess. I'm super happy. It made me have a really great day. Did for yesterday, and I've been ripping and copying like a mad thing. I live in Taxland. Oh, JT. Let's just think of the best parts of the realm. That we're here together. We're not in agonising pain. Our families are all groovy, and it's the holidays, so you can drink ale, whatever it is you do, and feel groovy about things. Is what you can do. Because that's what I'm doing. And I'm not really on my own either, because I've got like 7, nearly 800 of you with me. So I'm not on my own. So there's that. Squizzle Sniper is in the house. Okay. Combat Finn's in the house. Deanton's in the Finns. Mr. Razda. Miss Q is in the house. Chaplin's awesome. I do like Harold Lloyd as well. It's really good. But Buster Keaton is definitely my favourite. Definitely my favourite Margaret over Chaplin, but Chaplin is so fucking clever. Real genius. I never got it before. Mighty Atom. Yeah, okay, Miss Q. Yeah, it's really. Have a check him out. You'd be very surprised. It's just really watchable stuff. It's just when you see he does these like these little capers and stuff. He's a bit of a bad boy, you know. Kathleen Muscati. Just commercialized, clean up the image, conscious now. Listen, I think the whatever this thing is that we're happening with us all, the awakening. They call it the truth of community. But all of us got together to say, fuck, no, we do not consent. Fuck that shit. I think we're doing really groovy. We have all sorts of psyops coming at us. Fucking hell, they must have spent about $1 squillion. How much? The 300, what was it? Fucking 10 grand each. 30 grand each, 10 of them. It's like, what, £250,000 fucking pounds to prove shit all and not make any difference to the flat earth whatsoever. And none of us actually give a fuck. Don't think that's stupid. What a waste of fucking money on starving people in the world. Whatever. Yeah, Buster's best email. Thank you for that. You're taking a bubble bath while watching you. Are you, Zoomer? Be careful there, lady. Don't drop your phone in the bath unless you've got a waterproof one. I have. I got shockproof, waterproof. You got it with me. Okay. Thank you, Alva Billy. Little Wingage. Little Wingage popped in the house. Seen your moon. Seen you post your moon. Moony moon. So yeah, people saying with the second sun outside there, like I just showed you, is there a moon involved or moons involved? I don't necessarily feel that you don't need a moon. I think that moon used to be a sun, and it's no longer a sun, or it's just a Death Star and showed up one day, which you can't have that anyway because there's no space. Yes, thank you, Angela. Happy Solstice, Angela Baby Carson. Mouse is doing awesome. We got a thing going on now. Love my little mouse. You're so cute. Miss Q. Oh, dude, I love it already. I love it already. That's it now. No going back. Once you've invested that much love, it's a little creature. There's no going back. You know how this shit goes down, guys. Chris Marsden. It's all fat sandwiches. Hold the bread. Extra fat, please. See? We like literally just none of us have even taken any notice. It's like, yeah, what the fuck ever. How come some rich elite fucks shit out of nowhere and tell us what to do anyway and say that like their words mean anything, like that we're supposed to all go with it because they're like, who exactly? God? Boss man Duffy? What the fuck ever? Weirdos. That is weird, isn't it? And everyone's like, yeah, take notice. Well, I take a notice because I'm flat earth British and I got a stake in things, and I don't like the thinking. I have a lot of flat earthers flapping around going, oh, when it made no difference anyway. Because I've seen that as well this week. Bloodbath. Thank you, Joy. Anyway, back on with the juice. We're going to have some images of the day, have a little think about stuff as well. Okay, let me just bring up some. So, yeah, if you would share this out, like I said, I got these. You can find out details below. I'm going to rip some more. Or copy some more. I don't think you do ripping anymore. Or CDs, isn't it? But I can't send these drives out till like because it's like Christmas Eve, Tuesday. So there's like one more day of post, and then it's going to be stuck in a post over Christmas. I don't fancy doing that. And also, I can't send to Australia. I'm going to electromagnetically protect the discs or the drives this time. But Australia, I'm not sure. The customs there and all that are really weird, and I think they just like bully anything I send. It's like a couple of countries that are really nuts with the laws and stuff, and Canada I'm finding, and Australia totally nuts with all of that caper I'm finding. Okay. So I'm going to present screen. I'm going to do some images of the day, images of the week, lots of different Tatarian stuff and mud flood stuff to keep us all interested and complicated for the remainder of the show. This is not actually comedy when you shoot a Messerschmitt down in the street. This is in London, but the images slotted into some funny images, which I'm going to go through now if they are funny, which yeah, if you're in the mood. If you're not, they're not. I was after fucking bad luck. I wonder if he died. Because it never exploded, and he might not have had it on, on a bright side. But fuck me, that's the last thing you want in your head is an anti-tank bomb. But, whatever. That weed is loud as fuck. The whole damn forest smells like burning hippies. Yeah, man. Burning hippies, they smell like weed. It's right, skunk. Yogi. Nancy Drew's mystery stories. Who shat in the old attic by Caroline Clean. Squeeze one off. I hate to think of women actually going to the toilet, but I'm guessing it does happen. They're not all, they're actually humans as well, aren't they? Women. I found that up. So there's that. Shut man. Okay. Oops. Way too many edibles. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Stoner's book of elaborate dabs kits. This is something that goes down in the future. We didn't have these in the past. Yeah, it's how to extract your THC. Okay, let's move on. Splashback from public toilet, right up my arsehole. Now, I'm guessing that all of you have had a splashback, unfortunately, up your bumhole, haven't you? Yeah? It's not what we want, is it? Why we got to start a day doing that anyway, pooing? Somebody's gaslighting us right there. Barbie and friends with benefits. Yeah, well, I don't think Gosling and fucking Kenny these days would be interested in women by the look of him. Whatever. Back off, fucko. These cookies will knock you 30 ass out. Whatever. Fucking, they always say that. Never do. Sativa Street. Oh, Big Bird rolls a fatty. Brilliant. I knew there was something going on with Sesame Street. I'm top 1% on OnlyFans. Bullshit. I'm not an expert in all of this, but I bet there's loads of women that say, hey, guess what? Because it's like these new breed of people. Apparently that's all okay with them all. It's really weird. They're in this new mindset. Strange. Yeah, I bet they said, hi. It's like, oh, hi, what's your name? Yeah, I'm Casey, and I'm in the top 1% of OnlyFans. It's like, yeah, can you do? Attack of the sentient cumsock. Eventually, they just come back to life. But it is little humans in there after all. Think about it. Cobra bit my asshole. Venom. Yeah, I don't feel so well either. Are we living in a simulation? Or am I high as fuck and out my mind? No, I think we're living in a simulation. Whoa, what is all this shit? No, literally, what is all this shit? It doesn't matter. Schrodinger's Kitten, A Tale of Two Endings. Mickey Mouse and the really horny robot. Twist my knob, daddy. Tokyo. Songs that make your naughty bits jiggle. Think of any? Fuck yeah, any disco song will do. I was thinking more Casey and the Sunshine Band. It's always good for jiggling bits, isn't it? I think that was AI presented, but there was nothing too bad on there, was there, guys? What do you think? Okay, let's move on. Oh, there's me. Okay. Okay, we're going to look at some images of the week. I don't know where they've gone. There we are, Solstice Sesh, that's today. Okay, this is weird. These are some images of the week. Check this out. I don't understand this. Lovell and Aldrin Bank of Pad 9, Cape Canaveral, Florida. Okay, so apparently in 1966, Gunter Welt, whoever he is, gave 1 million Deutschmark here for unemployment compensation to Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Mike Collins. Because they were out of work after going to the moon. But this is in 1966. So he's giving them, because they're unemployed, compensation before the moon landings, 1 million Deutschmarks. Wonder what's going on there then? Spacecraft, Mesopotamian spacecraft. Yeah, they got all that shit back in the old days, guys. You know, flying stuff. Oh, that's not a very clear image, but what it does show is Caesar turning up and like saying, hey, I'm boss, I'm here now. These are found in a cave. Apparently, indigenous peoples, they went out into the world, seen what they seen, come back and built these things out of pottery of the things that they seen out there. So it must have been a really strange realm back then. Where are they? I don't know. Sorry. But this is actually a Roman terracotta. It's supposed to be 2,000 year old. And you can see it's taken some damage. But yeah, so it looks like he's actually there, doesn't it, the Caesar? A bit like that Crucible film. Just, he was there like minding his own business. And then turned to terracotta. Like the terracotta army. Or maybe they got some other tech employed. These are like old books, Romans. And they come into town, okay, when they've taken over, like Roman conquest, blowing horns, fasces over shoulders, zap, zap. And they show you this faceless knight. It's got a big blast taken out of it by the look of it. But there's no armor, no body in the faceless knight you will never see because his body is not there anymore. It's been dustified. That's what it's been. He's showing him, yeah. This is like Zeus sat on an eagle holding a Zeus thunderbolt. Really strange, but he's showing him the faceless knight, saying, "Look at the technology we've got. Look what it literally does to you." So yeah, well, my thunderbolt's pretty badass too, you know. Can't beat a bit of plasma. It's like, yeah, but you haven't seen the size of my fasces, have you? It's like, oh fucking hell. Eagle wings open. And it looks proper heavy too. These are proper struggling with the weight of that, aren't they? So yeah, they got the daddy fasces out. That's to take out a city. And again, faceless knight. That's what will happen to you as soon as that fasces is deployed. She's like, look, the fasces. What did it do, mother? I tell you, it does, baby. So it's not only the Egyptians that had serpents on their headwear, like Tutankhamun. The Romans did too, because this is Roman. And she's got an asp or a snake on its head, and looks at a couple of horns going on as well. Get that a lot. The Romans also tell a lot of lies. This is Julius Caesar. It's not supposed to be in 1290. I think he's telling us lies here. Here's some people you may recognize. So I'm not sure if Zeus himself, god Zeus, actually posed for this this sculpture, this artwork, because they seem to know what everybody looks like. Down here we got Zeusage in his uniform, and Zeus here in Olympia resting for battle. So Zeus in all his lifetime, it's better documented than Jesus Christ, isn't he, Zeus? Fucking hell. And they got to tech these Phoenicians. Look at this floating Vajra, and the sistrum, and all vibrational items, which causes vibration and sound. So it's surprising to me how many Roman and Greek sculptures have got their noses smashed off. I mean, I got images of maybe 100 with their noses smashed off. So somebody got a problem with big noses. Yeah, you from no city, you say that one smarter, take you to fighting cleaners, mate. That sort of thing going on. So this was the helmet of Alexander the Great. Okay. It's a lion, is that? Yeah, but also it can be used to make blancmange or jelly settings for Sunday tea. To make a great blancmange Alexander the Great helmet, I think. These were here before us. Yes, they're big, aren't they? Yes, we've killed them all and we've stolen all of their houses and property for the future. They seem really nice. They were lovely. That's why they're dead, isn't it? Yes. Okay. You didn't see that then, did you? Okay, let's get back here. I don't think AI would have a problem with this, but you never know. Statues holding up buildings. Really nice as well, I think. That is really pretty. Okay. What's so funny about bigger stickers? Fair question. Oh, here's some atmospherical events. A letter from Oxford informing us the glorious phenomena seen in the heavens about 9 o'clock last Wednesday morning. 3 suns. Very beautiful. Rainbows and 2 circles. A greater and less finely variegated. And 5 the same afternoon. 3 suns appeared again, but with bows and rings. And the latter suns were much fairer and nothing near the whatever that says, something glory. And which on that morning. So fucking epic. 3 suns, 2 suns. There's a town called Lickfold. Where are you from? Lickfold. You taking a piss? No, really? Yeah. Where did you live before that? Cockermouth. Really? Yeah. I don't know. Look at the shock on his face. I should have used this as a thumbnail for shock for what I was saying, what I've been saying in this post. What? Julius Caesar, I'm living in the Middle Ages. You're living in the Middle Ages, not ancient Rome at all, fuckface. There you go. Here's a couple of other big noses. Maybe that's what happened. They poked their nose in when it didn't belong and they just wrecked the world and smashed their noses off. The Romans. What have they ever done for us? Oh, she's a bit of all right, isn't she? Yeah, she's a nice bit of totty, isn't she? Cool. So in the modern day, they would be up in court anyway for sexual harassment and stuff. Secretaries didn't seem to mind in the past. I would never work in an office anyway. So this leech has 10 stomachs, 32 brains, 9 pairs of testicles, and several hundred teeth. They suck. This is the use of crystal meth back in the day. Actually, no, the true story is it's the first time she's ever had a photograph taken. She's like, wow, this is trippy. I hope it don't steal my soul. I hope nobody in the year 2025 in the future literally scrutinizes my photograph. That's not going to happen. She's beautiful anyway. And I bet her eyes are mesmerizing on or off drugs. Right, we're having a quiz. So we see to look at me a transsexual Frenchman. I'm getting that French vibe off him. Okay. You like to dress up. Oh, David Bowie used to dress up as a woman and he wasn't French. So there's that. So it's not all French. Anybody know who that is? I'll give you a clue. The can-can. That's your clue. The can-can. Moulin Rouge. That's your clue. Moulin Rouge. No? Okay, but it's Toulouse. It's the Toulouse-Lautrec anyway. And that's another little ass like Napoleon. That's not so little ass, but he is. Yeah, Toulouse-Lautrec used to do pervy pictures, dress up as a woman and stuff. He had a lot going on. It's Paris, though. Look at Long Island motorway. They built all of that beautiful highway for hardly any cars. Look how beautiful the pavers are. Look how beautiful the road is. You got lovely roads in America. You don't know you're born. Honest to God, you want to see the state of our fucking roads? Jesus Christ, they're valleys and pits. You fucking kill yourself going down the road. Let's have a look. The bliss of war. It's all right. He's just sitting out wondering what he's going to do now. His town's just been burnt. Ma and Pa being murdered mercilessly by the enemy. Here's another amphetamine user. No, I'm not sure if they're all on drugs back in the day, aren't they? Look at them. But it's just their facial constructs are beautiful, and they got no overweightness in any of the Victorian photographs that I've seen. They're all like beautiful. Their hair is beautiful too. I don't know what shampoo they use. Timote probably. Here is the Bavarian princess. She's a German princess. And she's got stacks of money, and that's what they were like in the past, compared to like now going down the shops with your pajamas on. Here's an Illuminati confirmed shop, as you can see. There's loads of reasons not to go in there, or go in there. Aye, aye. So this is why I know the ISS is bullshit, because I was years at sea, and I tell you what, you get to end up like a gypsy. I mean, you look terrible, dishevelled at times at sea. These are U-boat seamen from World War II, German U-boats seamen. And the reason they look like this is because they've been living in close quarters for weeks, wolf packs, and that's why they're stinking fucking dirty, rough shaven, and look like shit. That's what you should see in the IFS. Not like they just come out of like Holiday in fucking sauna and washroom. It just makes no sense. So just get the globe programming in for the people. God, look at the size on his hat, guys. Oh, let's have a look more. French and war. This is a French house blown up in World War One. But what I'm wondering is why all these people are walking into it. Maybe it's the only protection they got. I don't know. Right, I'm going to come back a second. There's a reason for this. Okay. Which you will find out right now. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally share a cool video that you can watch for a second. Okay. Which will be absolutely fantastic and enjoyable for solstice stuff. And then I can zip off camera for a second. Okay. Enjoy that. Be back now. Don't go. Ow! Bang my leg on the Mappa Mundi. Steve Austin sounds. So yeah, that is Amsterdam back in the past. They had it going on, didn't they, guys? They had it going on. Sorry about the interruption with the stream. It's still nearly 800 of you watching. It's absolutely fantastic. Make sure to share this up. We're going to get back into images now. I've been going for 2 hours 10. I reckon I could do another 20 minutes or so. And I got loads of images and stuff. Yeah, it was Dutch. No, it was in Amsterdam. Amsterdam Centre. They had it going on. It was beautiful. Everyone dressed nicely. Everyone loving life, enjoying one another's company. You don't see this in anywhere anymore. Unless you're in the cult, of course, when they all like Christmas carol it and all of that stuff. And it's like, oh, I love that Christmas feeling. Do you feel Christmassy? You all ready for Christmas? I'm like, fucking hell. No, I don't fucking do Satanism. Fuck off. Is what I think in my head. Because that's basically what it is, isn't it? It's a weird Saturnian cult. Fuck off. Oggy, Ryan. But each their own, you know, it's also Birmingham all day long. Nice one. Love Birmingham. One of my favourite places. Just said that. Blocking information. Yeah, don't worry. I know. We're going to break through to the other side. Okay. Why are you filming me? I'm calling the police. Nice one. Nice one. Thank God I'm an atheist. Well, I wouldn't go as far as that. Oh, no. There's a lot of anti-God stuff going on at the moment. I think that's like some sort of satanic psyop. No, I'm not giving up. I think that God needs our help. I think we should rescue him from, you know, everybody going to the other side with all of their weird cultish behavior and everything. Not us lot, everybody else. In case you haven't noticed, they're all in a satanic death cult. It's really weird. They don't know that, but they probably do deep down. Okay. Praise be Most High. Thank you for that. Indeed. So yeah, I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm an atheist. I think there's a creator. I think somebody put this here, and I think it's all-powerful, beautiful being who looks after us. Something's been in communication with me all my life that has been really lovely and caring and loving. So there's that. So who's that? Is that me? Is that my higher self, what they say? Or is there something else? Because I think it's something else, and I don't give up. I don't give up on God. I won't. There's definitely agendas on you, all this anti-God stuff, guys. There's just something going on with it. I got that feeling. It's just like, no. And then I get that feeling. It's like God wants that help. Like, so I'm like, yeah, all right. That's what I think. Spiraling out of control, guys. All this darkness going on, all this negativity all the time. Everyone just getting hooked on it. It's just driving. You can't stand to see people just lost in it all. And they should be thinking about important things. Yourself, family, getting by, them sort of things. Oh, I'm bored. I'll go online and see what negative shit I can find. Loads of that going on. Yeah, I'm just, but passive aggressive. Yeah, I agree completely. That's exactly what I experience as well. But, you know, narcissists and psychos and stuff don't usually bother me, you know, in this regard. I've had a lot of psychos coming at me in my past, and they just literally get out psychoed every time. So there's that. You know? You see the rise of Christianity coming in here. I wouldn't have the nerve to turn my back and say anything really, you know, with my whole heart, anything negative about Jesus Christ, Krishna, Buddha, or any of them. And I wouldn't even risk it or dare it. I just wouldn't do it. And maybe I'm just wasting, you know, fanciful thought on, you know, entities and things that don't exist. But I think this is a supernatural nature to this experience, what's happening here. And I've had too many things that have happened, which is down to an outside source. Okay, which I put down to angels and God. That's what I put it down to. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Well, it's all about perspective. I've noticed that in life. You know, I got 100 reasons to, you know, death and, you know, family, fucking dying and everything else that's happened, and all the fucked upness that I've done in my life as well, to myself as well. That you know, you'd think that I would just be like, you know, fucking boo-hoo, but I'm not. I'm like fucking empowered by all what I've done. I'm thinking to myself, that was all a lesson to make me learn, as hard as it all is. And life is hard for all of us, guys, and it is all a lesson. It's a school for us all. Ego, that's another one, isn't it? And that's what I noticed with all this caper with Antarctica this week, and both sides. It's just all this hubris and ego bullshit. You know, nobody was ever normal, natural, fucking just casual with one another. It was all weird. So fucking hell, like military fucking operation. Just because it fucking was. Thank you, Tara Payne, Sweetness. And thank you, Neo, for your input. I've liked you tonight. You've been really good. Absolutely, mate. I agree. Meant to sort manufacture Christianity that seems to be cropping up online. Jason gets into a little. Yeah, he's got his own ideas. He's got, you know, he's been involved in religion and all that stuff. So he has an inside knowledge and knows about things to do with it. And I don't, because I'm from Britain. We don't, although I have been christened and I did go to Sunday school and all of that, and I see all the weirdness going on with the church and the, you know, pervy stuff goes on with them. So it is a lot of horror story, but I mean, deep down, the essence, Jesus was telling people, it's inside. That, yeah, if you want to fix the world out there, you've got to fix you in here. He was telling everybody the truth, basically, you know, in his doctrines. Or doctrines you've got to become Jesus-like, you know. And that moral code, you know, that tells you there's a God. Why would there be a DNA code? Why would there be a moral code? Something is coding this place. And it's, you know, there's a rule set here, a moral rule set, you know. And once you step over that moral rule set line, the karma is terrific. It's great. And I see that happening, you know, the danger of it happening with souls. And I think to myself, well, that's on you. You know, people like some of these globe troll terrible people, the way they treat people, speak to people, completely narcissistic. I think to myself, well, that's going to fucking hurt. That's what I think. So I have no sympathy. Okay. And then people who are suffering in this place, how do you know they're just not doing their karmic penance for stuff that they've done in their previous life? And then you want to help them out and stuff when they actually need to have their asses fucking kicked for all the terrible shit they've done in their previous life. How do we know? And then we're interfering with God's plan and his will, because I'm sure there's a plan to it all, and it's a master plan. Okay. And I definitely think that I'm somewhere in this master plan. Okay. I really do. And I think it's to do with this puzzle and breaking through to the other side of this matrix, this thing, what it is, and finding out what it really is that we're in. You know, I just see it like Celestine prophecy, you know, seeing the realm for how it is for the first time would be like Neo when he first comes and rubs his eyes and he's like, your eyes, you've never used them before. That's how I see the new paradigm coming in this lifetime, in the future, in the near future, with this sort of thinking. I think that's what's possible. I also think time travel is possible if you know coordinate at a specific time. I definitely think so. Anyway, Mr. Curious. I'm saying they all suck. Christianity would be all right if it wasn't with the Christians. Yeah, well, you know, it's each their own. I do admit they're unsavory and unpleasant. And, you know, if I had a tenner for every time I've been cursed by a Christian, I'd be very rich right now. The whole damnation. Like, no, just fucking spiritual, innit? And the spirituality, another fucking side, all of these fucking psyops. No, I'm not saying spirituality. I'm saying people like yoga and all of these narratives are shit out of nowhere in the 60s, along with the hippie movement. You know, Yogananda, for example. If he's not fucking one of them, I don't know what is. And other people who are in that. Timothy Leary, for example. Abby Hoffman, for example. You know, that drove the paradigm of that time. Definitely fucking working for them. So on this whole spiritual movement as being completely psyop, is there anything really in it? Oh, it's where you put your attention, isn't it? Because it's all you and the power of your mind. Yeah, so it is where you put your mind. Just like with this sun in Antarctica, if you want to see it, it'll fucking be there. And let's be honest, they knew that was going to happen. Yeah, such a fuck over. Yeah, but that's going to hurt later on. Karmically, that's going to hurt. Anything you do like that, there's consequences for anything, especially if you're dishing out nasty stuff in this realm. But guys, I swear that's a definite comeback for doing nasties in this place. I know that for a fucking fact. I've seen it too many times with evil bastards in my life. Yeah, they always come unstuck. They always have really bad shit go down. And I'm like, yeah, I could have fucking told you that when you were being an asshole. It's karma. So Pavlov Sheep, good to speak to you again. If you want to experience traveling back in time, just go to Murphy. No thanks, you're all right. I've not got anything against Merthyr. I've been there many times. There's not much going on, and it's just like looks like I live in like literally the Welsh valleys. I'm in Cardiff in the west, and I live in a valley. Ryan will tell you he's Welsh as well. And you, Ryan, isn't it? Much love. So it's a great day for the Gnostic scriptures seem to resonate. Yeah, well, it is. To me, it is about Gnosticism. The inner journey. It is definitely that. And the Gnostics knew, the Esseni knew, and there's many other what they call sects of religious thought that knew that it was all mind. And it is. If you get back to it all, rip it all down, right down to the nitty gritty. It's us. It's us. And anything that's going wrong, that's us too. Power of our minds is an incredible thing. If we only can just train our minds, we can take all of this back. Everything would be ours. Has a base. Don't be afraid to go out on a limb. That's where the fruit is. Well, spontaneity. I haven't been breaking pattern because it's the middle of fucking winter. It's blowing a gale and stuff. Although I would like to break pattern and actually do something when the weather gets a bit better. Woot woot. Scott. Because today I went out, I nearly got blown over. It was fucking horrendous. Honest to God, I went in the rain. Yeah, Enrique, good to see you. Yeah, mind don't matter. I don't mind. They don't matter. Innit, matey? You know that. Oh, we got Welsh person here. Will Dog of the Crazy World. Better be good, just in case, my friends. Yeah. Don't take any chances. All these people, I wouldn't take the chance of just straight in fucking God at all. I wouldn't do it. Fuck that shit. One thing I learned years ago, I heard it and I stuck with it my entire life, is never insult the Trinity. So I've never done that. Don't know why. Something bigger than me. We're in something bigger than us, guys. Everyone is. They're going their own paths and their own journeys in this. I've decided to take the hardest route, apparently. That was the biggest psyop. All of it is. You want to see the psyops that have been handed to us over the years, and believe you me, if it's in the public paradigm and it's what millions are doing, it's fucking them. Nothing is organic in this place. Look at the hippie movement. Look at the mini skirt. So you have Mary Quant, one of them, brings out the mini skirt, slaps it on all the young women, and then exactly the same year, pill comes out. Contraception, and then they're free love. You can have as many sexual partners as you want. It will be absolutely fine now you got the pill. How it changed, how the whole paradigm changed right there. It's just unbelievable. And nobody knows what the pill really does deeper down. There's probably other things going on with it. It's Alzheimer's and matters. Yeah, well, I've witnessed dementia in its rawest form. I'm going to show you. It's not a pretty sight. So Cheryl Bailey, love, turning the other cheek and maybe just ignoring evil and hate and carrying on. That is a good thing to do as well. I think it's about not focusing or giving energy to the dark side. I couldn't agree more. I'm not too much in the. I did. You remember when we went to see Macy Gray, Cheryl, and I had that bouncer who wanted to fight me, and I had to fuck off. I have split cam my head down because I'm an Ely boy and we don't really take prisoners and shit. So I was like, I'm gonna have to change. I'm with a lady. I'm gonna have to change my whole thinking right now. I'm not fighting. And I literally went up to him and I said, "Okay, I surrender." He went. His eyes went, "Bong." What? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna behave. I'm not gonna do anything wrong. I was lying. He went, "Yeah, okay, go on then. Going in then." He was expecting for me to fight him, but I turned the other cheek there, didn't I? I did really, really well. So and me. But I'm getting older now, so there is that. Not really in a fighting club anymore. So that episode, Squirrel Sniper. What episode is that, Squirrel? We're going to get back to the pictures now anyway, okay? Still 700 of you in the house. Happy holidays. Got any nice presents? I bought myself a microscope to make YouTube videos. So it's pretty good. And drives. Sell some drives. I got brilliant stuff. 7,500 books. You want to see them on there as well. Everything to do with history, theology, philosophy, spirituality, you name it, everything I can imagine. Brilliant. All stuff that Archaics give me, the X stuff, and all my FEB stuff and other packs as well. So it's all just fresh and juicy. Fresh and juicy. And you can see that in the link just below in the descriptions box of how to get them. 50 Shades of Stupid as Fuck is what it is, Jeff. Okay. But I'm just passing through. I don't want to give you the energy. The only reason I had a rant about the old Antarctica thing is because it's been doing my head in all week, thinking how stupid it all was. And who gives a fuck about these globe channels? Like they got some say in our fucking, on our lovely movement of lovely people. We've all known one another for like 10 years, some of us in the Truth Movement, Flat Earthers. And we love one another, so fuck them. Innit? So this is how pretty ladies looked in the day, back in the day, walking in the river a little bit, walking a lovely dog. They used to have these things to pull their waists in. I wonder if that was any good for posture and suggestion. I mean, maybe it had health qualities, these corsets. Core set, so we're called sets, and it's like set your core. I think there might be more in it, you know, especially with the way toroidals move around the body. Might have been a science corset, yeah, might have been useful science. So they went nuts on Halloween in the past. Look, they look like they've been put into that picture, don't they? Not a really big pumpkin person. I noticed they were into pumpkins in America. Pumpkin bread, pumpkin pie. I've tried both. It's all right. Not all that, is it? So here's two science buffs in the past, in the Victorian era, and they are studying what looks like a chest burster of the alien. I'm not really quite sure what that is. But there's a picture of it on the wall. And they're looking at it on what looks like an X-ray type of machine. It is a gadget, after all. Some sort of screen. So what creature is that exactly? It's got human legs and like wings. Like it looks just like a chest burster off of. Hang on, is that a Masonic sign? No, I don't know what back gauge is there. That's really strange too. See a lot of really weird experimentation in the Victorian. They show you in some of the movies as well. Some of the strange experimentation. And they were big into spirituality, communicate with the dead. I wonder why they were into that. Something to do with reset. Yeah. So a poor fucking ostrich, get her on there. Okay, no. And she's riding side saddle, is she? Well, yeah, she could cock her legs over a fucking emu, could she? But I'd love to see somebody running along the road on an emu, a real emu. That'd be brilliant, I would. So here's the elites. Look, discussing what they're going to be doing with you all. Okay. And look at the shit that they got. You won't get too many happy faces there because they're all bitches, yeah? Because they got like bosses that are just narcissistic, bully them. They just do whatever to get like that place at the table, like anything to get the place at that table. Fuck them all. Ugh. I'd fucking rather it the way I was and always will be. Die with dignity, you know. So, do you remember the first time you learned to ride a bike? I do. I remember. I was pretty good. I think I got it pretty, like in a day or so. But isn't it weird, guys? You can't ride the bike. Your motor learning process doesn't do it. And once you do it, your motor learning gets it, and then you can do it any time in your life. Isn't that a weird thing? I wonder how many other motor learning things, like riding a bike, that we do, that we wouldn't be able to do without that process of motor learning. It's weird, isn't it? Just thinking human stuff. Yeah, this is what they used to do when your kids used to come home muddy in the past. You used to hang them on the line for a bit so they dry off. They were all right. Times are different now. See, this is what the youth used to do back in the past, guys. Yeah, none of that stupid shit that they do now. Like, you know, walking around fucking all in fancy pants and stuff. Yeah, we used to have Kaiser Shreks, and we used to go off blowing up tanks and shit when we were kids back in the day. Yeah. Oh, God. So here's a man I like. Irving Rommel, the Desert Fox. Apparently, he was a philatelist. He used to stamp collect. And apparently, he was a really nice chap. Hitler got a bit of a plum up his bum about him, actually. Made him kill himself. But apart from that, he's a friend of Cardiff. His son bought us a stained glass window, Rommel's son. He's what's called a friend of Cardiff. He's been given the key to the city, is Rommel's son. What's his name? Gayhard. I think it's Gayhard. Something like that. So there he is, Rommel, with the Sixth Army, the deserts, off to get his ass kicked to fuck by the British in the Battle of El Alamein. He doesn't know that yet. He's got some crazy guy across the across the no man's land called Montgomery, who's like literally a keep fit fanatic and got strange sexual habits. Not Hermann Goering, what's his name? The Desert Fox, though. He's got like normal things going on. So they moved him off. That's his son. This son's a friend of Cardiff, likes whales and stuff. But he wasn't a Nazi. He was a career soldier. So they caught a photograph of an angel. She just turned up. What happened to that kid's eyes? They're all white. They're white too. Do you reckon's happening with that photo? Do you reckon it's really happening? I don't know. It's strange. The closest some of us will ever get to heaven. Strange how things work out, isn't it? So, what are these tinkers selling on their lovely cart around the street? Now, look at these, right? Compared to them men, them elites around that table with faces like smacked asses, there's these people selling shit on the street, and they could not be more happier. I think they're pewter cups and stuff. I'm not actually sure. I think it's pewter, though, which is awesome to drink out of, by the way. So yeah, sorry about that microphone fuck up at the beginning of this video. That was unfortunate. These look a lovely couple. No, let's not be judgmental. Maybe, you know, there's love there going on. Something going on with her eyes, though. Okay, no, that's scary, isn't it? Yeah, each to their own. Let's not scoff. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as we all know. So he's selling. That's a real human face there, by the look of it. He's selling these, I don't know what they are, mandrake roots. I couldn't even tell you. Oh, by the way, there was a mandrake root on the Mappa Mundi. I wonder why they would do that. Put witchcraft into the Mappa Mundi, if that's what it is, a cult. Mandrake root. Yeah, so these look like little humans. I wonder what they do. He sells them, I guess, yeah. And that one looks human. That one looks like Adolf Hitler. I wonder if they actually come to life. He's put consciousness into them. Something weird. Look at his hat as well. That's a crazy picture, isn't it? And they look human. It's really weird, isn't it? So this is when he was human, I think. He's covered in spit and saliva where he's just fucking dribbling. Yeah, from all the drugs. Sweat. Probably spunk. I don't like Facebook anyway. I don't hardly use it. I use it for sharing. Shit. Facebook shit. What's all that in there? In that Italian house? It looks like machinery with wires, like old computers or something. This is like an ancient Tatarian house. What is that shit? An air conditioning unit? Okay, well, that's from the 1800s. So, what is that? I don't know. Plenty of things to mangle your heads in this video this week. Look at this. This is when you get high. So high that you don't need legs on your chairs. She's pretty. How do you think they're doing that? How much we don't know about our realm. So here is Einstein, apparently the cleverest man of the last century, and his cousin, who is also his wife. Wow, that is really, really bad. Fucking hair bear bunch. In the Wonderland Zoo. Find the things that you do. So here's a lady. She's gone to work in America. She's building a boiler, a giant boiler. Now, would you go to work in a pretty dress like that? Yeah, she's in engineering with a long skirt like that, catch on every fucking thing in the factory. I think that's just probably a propaganda picture like most war pictures. Yeah, she's a bit nicely turned on for work. Here's another one I want to live in. These Tatarian houses are just beautiful. Can you imagine what it's like to live in one? All of that geometry and just, ooh. I'd have literally, if I had 1% of how it felt at that time, I bet it'd be fantastic. I bet it'd be ecstatic. So yeah, they were building these big fuck off things in Tataria. Look at them. pavilions and asylums. Some of them are hotels, but all repurposed Tatarian stuff, all of it. Right. Now, Satan hasn't made a good record, apparently, since the 1980s. I don't know what's happened, but you want to see the UK records charts, yeah, in 1980s. Every one of these are fan-fucking-tastic. Wuthering Nights. It's me, a coffee, come home. Take a chance on me, take a chance on touching me, touching you. I used to like the Dads. I don't know if you know them in America. They're like a rock and roll band, like Elvis-y. Come Back, My Love. I don't remember that. I'm wishing on a star. I used to literally cry to that record. I fucking love Rolls Royce. She's amazing. Denis, not one of Blondie's better songs. Staying Alive, one of the best ever, the Bee Gees. I Can't Stand the Rain. That was by Eruption. Did you know that? Oh. Mr. Blue Sky, one of the best records in the history of reality. This was 1978. Yeah, it's gone back to fucking shit now, isn't it? Just One More Night, Yellow Dog. 3 by 3. Is This Love? Bob Marley only made to number 12, but he came up from number 17. Right. If you got a line, it means they shot it in the charts. Brotherhood of Man, God, they were cheesy, weren't they? Figaro. Once met a Michael Figaro. Emotions, Samsung, Fantasy. Yes, we love a bit of Earth, Wind and Fire, don't we? Love is like oxygen. You get too much, you get too high. Not enough and you surely die. Sweet were fantastic. Now, I got this record in the cupboard there. Scott Fitzgerald and Yvonne Kelly. If I had words to sing to you. It was basically a Eurovision Song Contest song. Matchstick Men and Matchstick Cats and Dogs. It's about an artist in Manchester, which name I can't remember. He painted kids on the corner of the street with a sparking. Fuck, my head's gone. 5 minutes, love the Stranglers, as you know. Hot Legs, Rod Stewart. No, I don't like Rod Stewart, he's a bit of a cunt. And he managed to go out with Britt Eklund. She's a proper narcissist, so he fucking deserves that. Ali Tartanami, don't remember that. Lila Quine. Oh, God, I love Alkie Brooks. I literally love Alkie Brooks. She was fantastic. Oh. Pearl's a singer. Drummer Man, don't know that one. Just got the whole Nottingham Forest and Paper Lace. Oh, yeah, got the old world in my hands. I love you just the way you are. Billy Joel, love a bit of Billy, don't we? Sing If You're Glad to Be Gay by the Tom Robinson Band. I'm surprised that made it into the chart at 1978, if I'm honest with you. Tom Robinson. Everyone's a winner, baby. That's no lie. Oh, we love a bit of Errol and Hot Chocolate. And he's got a head just like a Malteser, hasn't he? Suck his head. Baccarat. We like Baccarat. Yes, sir. I Can Boogie. And this was their second song. Made it up to 29. Who else we got? The Real Thing. We used to love The Real Thing. They were brilliant. They were. Come Back, Baby. I love the sound of Breaking Glass. Nick Lowe and I love the sound of. No, he did that solo, didn't he? Of Breaking Glass. Spread Your Wings, Queen. They didn't do very well with that. Manhattan Transfer. Do you remember that? God, they were smug and posh, weren't they? But I used to actually like them. I like Lisa Coolidge, 2 words. City Clash, Rock is a Clash. The Jam, not really. Wings, Mulligan Tire. So all of these just shot in at the charts. We've got Fleetwood Mac with Rihanna, and that's going to go up. Rocksteady Go, Generation X. Elvis Costello. Yeah, fuck you. Commodores. They should have been number 1. Anyway, match that with today's pop charts. It doesn't even exist because we haven't got the hit parades anymore. Anyway. So in the year 1790, in the Champs-Élysées celebrations, do you think they lit thousands of candles on the obelisks? Yeah, I can't see that happening. It just don't make no sense. It blow out in the wind and shit, see? I think it's electric. Electric celebrations of illumination in 1741. 42. Got number dyslexia. I've seen there's number there. Okay, let's move on. Right, what's happening in religion? Let's have a look. Oh, is that really happening? Sun's catching the crown. I'm not sure what's going on there. I couldn't even really tell you. So looks like they're all on drugs. So the punk rockers were a nice bunch. You never have a fight with a punk rocker. They were like hippies. Yeah. They were like really the nicest bunch. You never had like violent punk rockers or anything. It's really weird. He's nicked somebody's video. Oh no, it's one of those getter blasters. He's doing all right on the girlfriends as well, isn't he? Yeah, punk rockers were all right when they showed up. Didn't mind punk rockers. Never want to fight one. You got a Strength Through Oi t-shirt on. That's proper racist. That was part of the, what they call the Oi movement. And Strength Through Oi, there was a skinhead on there called Johnny Bad. And he's dead now, but apparently he was a fag. So there's that. King's Road, London. The old punks hanging out. Yeah, it was brilliant back in the day. Everyone looks so cool. So yeah, what's the point in far off antiquity, yeah, painting a Sistine fucking chapel, and it's still there today? Look how high it is. His neck must have been in half. How did he even do it? I know, because he had maglev underpants on. Sistine Chapel's nuts. Stupid. Don't like it. Do you know what we used to do in the past? We used to go out and scrub the streets so they were all nice and clean. Everyone in America and in Britain, we used to do this on a Sunday. Everyone out. And it's not Stepford Wives or Nuclear Family. It's talking about cleanliness is next to godliness. And I'm sick. We don't like litter, and we don't like bubblegum and dog shit. So here's the fucking Sumerians moaning again. Fucking Babylonian text. 2000 BC or thereabouts. Complaint about delivery of wrong copper. So you give me the wrong fucking copper. This shit, mate. Here's a Native American women, probably in New Mexico, back in the 60s. Let's just admire. See, it was a lot better back then, wasn't it? So this came out in 1965. This is a Beatles album called The Best of the Beatles, only they hadn't had too many bests then, music-wise, by 65. So you can see them here in Hamburg, the Beatles. You can see there's 5 of them. You see Pete Best. He died of a brain hemorrhage after he got his head kicked in a fight. Apparently John Lennon fucking started. Now the thing is about this is before he died, all of these tracks, I Need Your Loving, Just Wait and You See, Cast in a Nice Spell, are all by other people. None of these were by Beatles. And after the release of the album, they got done on plagiarization charges. Had to go to court. He went to court over this album. Not sure about the others, but they got away with it actually. But yeah, they didn't get any royalties for that because none of it was theirs. So yeah, no original content from the shitty Beatles back then, and they got rid of their drummer. Replace it with that one they got today. It was shit. Not being funny. Oh yeah, just like when I was in school, we used to go to the park and do calculus on the floor because we all knew calculus in Glanneely Comprehensive School. Fucking hell. So I don't know where that is. Fucking MIT. Do you do calculus? This is a Manhattan Project. Apparently all these wires are to do with nuclear bombs. The nuclear bomb itself looks like a piece of crap built in an arts and crafts department in a lunatic asylum. Look at it. Stupid, isn't it? What fucking for? For bombs, apparently. So here's Sonny Bono and his husband, Cher. Now, Cher is looking really, really duty there, isn't she? And there's, now that is an awkward moment. Basically, she's saying, yeah, he's my bitch. And he's hugging her leg because he loves her so much. Oh, you know, Sonny Bono. I can't believe he made a politician. You know, fucking reality. So there's a man with a camera being taken a photograph with a camera, and I notice everything in the background is always fake with these. Have you noticed that? There's more going on with this camera. So interesting. A photograph of a man with a camera by a camera. Don't know. So this was in a magazine back in the day. Yeah, like Tomorrow's World type of magazine. Long distance gaming. By the year 2000, you will be able to challenge someone somewhere hundreds of miles away with the game. And the game will contain miniature radio transmitters and receivers, which will transmit your moves and receive those of the opponent with very little time delay. Isn't that amazing? And they're using liquid crystals to do it. I love liquid crystals. It's such an amazing size. Yeah, well, we went past that. There it is. This is in the Satanic Times. Okay, obviously I'm not a subscriber. Price $666. Satan admits He hasn't really inspired a great album since the 1980s. I think Violator, Depeche Mode was 1990. That was highly satanically inspired. So I don't think the 80s. I think there was some in the 90s. Not many, though. Do you know about this? So I can't lay on my left-hand side because I've got all this nerve damage and I'm just in pain with it. So I'm going to only lay on my back or on the other side. But I get like bad stomach when I get in bed. And I'm wondering if this is it, right? What sleeping on your left-hand side does for our brain, stomach, and lymphatic health. So if you lay on this side, your left side, your stomach is all like settled, like down there. But if you lay on your right side, your stomach is like that, which is better. Well, obviously, I think the left side is probably better, isn't it? It's weird, isn't it? And I can't lay on my left. The irony. Oh, yeah, I was on this flight the other night in my dreams, and this woman came up to me. She said, put a blanket over your erection, sir. I was like, yes. And I woke up and smelled coffee, because no, that really happened. Just like, if it's too good to be true, yeah, no shit. So here's the Hitler Youth marching through London. No, it's not. It's the Boy Scouts. Bathe in power. You never touch one of them. I'm going to sneeze really loudly. So there's loads of these Tesla toys being sold over the internet. They're like a Christmas present. Oh shit, I'm on a sneezing fit. Oh, fucking hell. So you see these Tesla towers, and they could have like wirelessly powered shitloads in the area with these Tesla towers if they'd have persevered. There was a massive one I seen in, I think it was Texas. It was the biggest Tesla tower you've ever seen in your life. I couldn't believe it. Just in the middle of a field. So the Chinese knew about Tesla technology with the pagodas. Again, nesting and tick-or-tack on top. You imagine the amplification of a toroidal field over this. Amazing. They knew about this toroidal technology, amplifying chi energy up to a point, generate a charge. And this one just exactly like a Tesla tower. Oh, there's my Tatarian car again. So this is identical to the gas fire that they put in my house I grew up in, Parker Place. In 1972, they put this gas fire in. We had a coal fire till then. And that is identical. And used to have these big black bloody bits of coal in there where it would all be just carbon monoxide poisoning constantly. The only warm place in the house was in front of that fire. Can't believe I've seen it again. There it is. Fucking thing. So this was on Llands Cathedral. Took a photograph of the window. I didn't. Cheryl did. Got the Welsh flag there. And some Welsh kings. See, you ask any Welshman what he thinks about like Britain as a whole, and be like, well, all Welshmen know that they're an occupied nation for the last 700 years, and they're not really in the mindset of giving it any of it back either. There's that. And everyone's just like, yeah, all right, we'll just fucking be slaves then. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to come back. It's not my thing. I like for Wales to be like San Marino or something like that, you know, just its own duchy and not needing any of them because we don't need them. Wales got its best gold in the world. We've got all sorts of good shit. Wales resources, mineral wise, with their mountains. I think we could do all right. Well, loads. Half of Hollywood used to be from fucking Wales. We've the creative content of the world, I think you'll find. So there's that, and the music. Yeah. Let's visit a few of you. Still nearly 700 people in my chat. Yeah, we'll send it loves, Jan. We'll send it loves. Thank you, ordinary bearing. Isabel. And my dad's blocking off the lovely open fireplace. Oh, God, you know, I used to have the best fireplace in set in the last house I lived in. Conceived my son in front of that fire. And does help, coal fire, with conceiving kids. Heat your bollocks up. So, Hard drive, 62,000 or 60 odd thousand, over 60,000 juicy Flat Earth British images over the last 10 years or so. The best of collected on them, everything you can imagine. And books, 7,500 books, 77 brick, including postage. Not sure about Australia though. Find the links in the description slots below and in my chat here for PayPal. That's the way you can buy it. And I'll get these off to you, well, day after Christmas Day. How does it work? Wednesday's Christmas Day, then Boxing Day's Thursday, then Friday, I guess. I don't know. It's bank holidays and shit. I don't know how he does it. Hiya, India. Are you feeling well? 62,000 nipple flash drives made of brick books. Wiley. You feeling well? Tell us. We're sending you Flat Earth British loves. No, these are 64. I've compressed them to get as many as I could on. But I got 128 turning up. Supposed to be Christmas Eve, and I'm going to do mega packs with them. I got 100,000 images, as many books as I can get on them. Literally, I could do that. They would just be so juicy, and that'll be probably next week or something. I got to have like 3 devices going at the same time right through the night as well. So that. Martin, do you remember band Royal Family and the Poor or Psychic TV Throbbing Grizzle? I remember the Royal Family. I remember the guy in it, whatever his name was. I think he was in Bread later, wasn't he? That Scouse thing. Yeah, I remember the Royal Family. It was all right. Not my cup of tea, though. Wednesday's Centenaria, Satan's holiday thing. You present gets the 24th. Yeah, my presents get their 24th. I got pregnant. Yeah, they're like not Christmas presents. They're solstice presents. Because I'm from Estonia, so I'm allowed to go full Viking. Plus, I'm proper Viking, half Celt, half Viking. There is that. Yeah, Psychic TV. Yes, I remember Psychic TV, Andy. Fucking hell. Yes, of course I do. I was watching, what was that one the other day? The Big Train. Check that out. That's fucking mental. I like Phone Jacker. That's really good. And Trigger Happy TV with Dom Jolly. Do you remember that? That was pretty good too. Free Soul Hippie, we are sending you over here across the pond. Yeah, well, I'm coming to, that's my plans, is to, I got an alien event in April, so coming over in April. That's my plans. And every time I watch an American film, I watch The Hitchhiker with I can't remember. The Hitchhiker. It was a really brilliant film. I was all in Texas. The Hitchhiker was all in Texas. I was like, I was like really sad watching it. That's nice. I know what that feels like. You got to be from Cold Britain to understand. Okay. Omniga. Oh, you may want. Okay, Omniga. Gotta make sure not to pronounce your name wrong. I may not want a small Faraday for that online. Yeah, so you can buy these Tesla devices. They're cheap, like 40, 50 quid. They're on Amazon. And then you can put music into them, non-copyrightable, and just does crazy plasma hacking out here. I got a little plasma thing. I've done a mag-up with it yesterday. It's crazy to see plasma lightning in real life, but you can do. Plasma. Really hurt you if you put that on your bollocks. Not that I would. Not my own bollocks, anyway. Okay. Kathleen Muscati, we love you. And Genevieve, good to see you. And D-Tex in the house. Russell is in the house. Neil Russell. The Fast Show was awesome too. Yeah, but I'm proper on Peep Show as well. But I'm proper off of Mitchell, David Mitchell, after what he said about flat Earth, things like that. Just don't forget. I'd like to let it all go and that, but you know, until they say sorry, I think I'll have to hang in the ether for now. The Hitcher was with the German actor, fucking Rutger Hauer. Okay, Rutger Hauer. Fucking I can forget that. Rutger Hauer, yeah, he was in the Hitcher. Fucking good film too, the Hitcher. See it on YouTube. It's really good. He's a bastard. And pewter is this safe to drink out of? I'm not sure. This is pewter on you. This is beautiful little Tatarian figure sent to me. It says Asian slash on it. No, I don't. I've been scrooping. No, it doesn't say that. And it's got BMW on the top, but it is silver. It's got hallmark, but it is China inside. If I drunk ale, I could drink out of that like a proper Viking, and I could slap my thigh like they does in Germany, Lebenhausen. Hey, Flat Thumbs vibes. Good to see you. And Dallas Fowler's in the house. As I knew that anyway. Okay, The Hitcher was a good film. What are we on about that for? So it's coming up to 10:10. 7 past 8. I've been talking for 3 hours again. 648. One of you. So yeah, diversifying the field of Martin Leaker. I'm doing different stuff like to dodge the AI, which doesn't like truth in stuff. So I'm just like surreptitiously sneaking in here, there, and everywhere, cooking programs, getting there with a bit of truth. That seems to go down all right. And magging up on stuff, I definitely can find some truths magging up because I got literally detective fucking extraordinaire here. So I definitely find some truths there. Find some more demons for you hidden. And whatever else I can get away with on YouTube. And Flatterdays, my favourite time of the week. So the weekly Flat Thumb buzz is going on. Okay, I'm going to be diving off soon because I'm going to go and eat some crisps and do things. So yeah, you want drives? They're down in the descriptions box below for them, and I'll have them off in the next week or so. Just got to wait till this Christmas bollocks. Christmas bastards are worse than fucking bus bastards. They're all in the same mindset. I can't be near their heads, man. I don't want to be thinking like a year in their fucking heads going. Rapid paper. Thank you. Somewhere in time, good to see you. Love and hugs. Martin, British Flaterday Live. We're there again. Unplugged. Microwave years ago. I chucked my microwave out. Don't want a microwave. Don't microwave shit. Not that I think it's unhealthy or anything, but I do think it's unhealthy and stuff. So I do that. But it's all mind, isn't it? So maybe it's healthy. Okay. I'm entertaining. So glad I got a groove with it. I don't. Yeah, it's what it is. Just like I don't know how it's all going to turn out. Jan, my audio went to shit. Now anybody that watches it after this period is like, oh, the audio shit on this. I'm gonna watch my video, and I was only the first 10 seconds, so it's totally shit. I don't want to cut it out. Yeah, we need bigger fucking guns. He was good in Blade Runner as well, wasn't he? With Daryl Hannah. Sure, Daryl Hannah is a woman. I'm not sure though. Cosmos. When are you in April? California, Los Angeles in California. Gone Halloween. Not really. LAX. That's what I'm going for. The Alien Convention. I'm going to talk about Tartaria, Mud Flood, and fucking Flat Earth. I'm not excluding aliens or anything. I haven't seen the little grey bastards or anything, but I have seen lots of UFOs. So there is that. Right, Sharon, what you think? I was talking about the movie The Labyrinth today with my nephew. It's a fucking fantastic little film now with David Bowie. It's a lot of weirdness going on, like how he falls in love with a 14-year-old and stuff. It's a bit weird, but it is Bowie. And he steals a child, the Goblin King. And then which way to the castle? That way. It's like, good, because you never go that way. But she'd gone that way. But, come and meet the wife. They were nice, them slug things, weren't they? The worms. Coming in for a cup of tea. Like you go in a hole in the wall for a cup of tea. I think the other Labyrinth's the good film, though. The Spanish one with, what was his name, that director? Guantano. I can't say Spanish words because I'm Welsh. And they had the thorn in it, and that it was like Spanish Civil War stuff going on there, and they're really gnarly fucking film. That film, brilliant, though, brilliant. One of the best. I love my channel too. Thanks, Bob Sykes. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks again for a great show. Your kung fu. Our kung fu is strong here in a Flat British realm. I feel that. I feel like our kung fu is epic. Yeah, Labyrinth. There was some good music in that, though. He done a Dance, baby, dance, and all of this. What they called? Not Muppets. The other Fraggles. You got all the Fraggles there, haven't you? Dance your cares away down the Fraggle Rock. We all love Fraggles, don't we? Fucking awesome. The world was full of Fraggles. Whispering Jack. It's Marianne in the house. Dimples. We get offended because the owners ask them to keep them capped. Good morning, madam. Calm the fuck down. The internet scrub daily. Yes, they're real time fucking with it all. Anything of value. Yet Martin remains constant because I won't give up. See, Wiley. They'd love for me to go away and fuck off, wouldn't they? But I drive content, so there's that. So I just stayed on YouTube for 10 years. I've had channels taken out, lost a lot, started over, and all that caper. Whatever. So yeah, get your tickets to the Alien gig. I'm going to be doing that, and that is going to. I'm hoping to take a bit of my crew there. There's quite a few people over that side of America that I hook up with when I'm over there. That'll probably come and visit because I usually do. I can believe it. When I was last time I was there, people were turning up out everywhere. It was like fucking fans and stuff. I was like, fucking hell. How can that be? I only got that many subs. It's really weird. Okay. I'm going to go. I'm going to wish you all very happy solstice. Love you all. Thank you ever so much for all the support and subscribing and likes and shares and everything else you'll be doing this year. And onward and upwards is what I say. Okay. Stay positive, stay active, keep your shit together, and the future will be ours. Ha 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 ha. Okay? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Kathy Bronton. Much love to you too. Rusty Woodpeckers in the house. Oh, this love and energy is fucking awesome. Thanks, Alva, my bro. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your food. Enjoy everything. Enjoy your families and all of the things that people do, and unwrapping your Christmas presents. Have a good one too as well. Anyway, I'll pull a cracker I haven't got. I'll pull a metaphysical cracker in my mind now, and then put that metaphysical paper hat on. Gayleen Fortner. Hiya, Gayleen. It's like Gainer, but Gayleen. It's all right, isn't it? Nice. Free Soul Hippie, later Alligator, the Wild Crocodile, and Mr. Razda, who's been Irie as per usual, and he's seen today I'm Marticus Clarticus. I was going to do Marticus Cliticus, but I didn't want to push my luck. Christine, Neo, surprised what you get away with. Nora, friend Nora, and Jess. Happy holidays to you, Jess. Thank you for everything. It's like magic little Christmas fairy. Feng Shui as well. Feng Shui's in the house there as well. Okay, thank you for being here. Feng Shui, which is also good. Feng Shui Susan, we like Feng Shui. That definitely works. I'm trying to get all the shit out of my flat and just Feng Shui it up. But I don't want to chuck things out. It's really difficult. Simon Westbrook. Willowbrook. I always say Westbrook, don't I? Don't I get that from. Thanks for being here. So, do you all feel nice? Do you feel fluffy? Do you feel like you've had a good time? Do you feel you learned anything? Do you get your mind blown? Okay. Well, what's Caesar doing in 1290 then? Decreeing maps. Maybe somebody famous academic will come and tell me and explain it all to me because I'm at a loss with historical narrative. There's that. Okay. That's very satisfied by that. Thank you, Hippie. Thank you, Isabel. Feeling fluffy? Yeah, I'm feeling fluffy. I'm not feeling fluffy. I'm feeling floofy. Like, with an L. Floofy. I'm feeling floofy. Feeling floofy right now. You've been juiced and we're feeling floofy. You, Leech. I'm driving tomorrow to Poland from UK. Long journey. Yeah, it'd be all right. You knock that out in a day or so, mate. It's not that far. I've walked from there. I'll walk from Poland to Wales. Don't worry about it, me. Dusky. It's good. What's going on? What's good? So, Lady Locks, thank you as well. Oh, this has been like the massivest farewell ever. It's like the fucking Waltons. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Grandma. Good night, Elizabeth. And then it's like go through the whole family. Good night, John Boy. Oh, I'm feeling nostalgic. I miss the Waltons. Wouldn't it be great if the world was like fucking the Waltons or Little House on the Prairie? Can you imagine if life was like that? Wouldn't it be brilliant? Ali back. Maybe it's what it is, isn't it? That's perspective, isn't it? Garden Goddess, Linda, good to see you. Merry Christ Mass as well. Happy Flatmas. Merry Flatmas. See what I did? Jay, who's talking on? Okay, I'm going. Because this is going to be a 4-hour and the audio's fucked now. Beginning, really beat it up. Dan, good to see you. Okay, I'm going to go make a nice cup of tea. What? We're going to have a night from Walton's. Brings back Sunday. Surprise. Yeah, we had it on Sunday year as well. I was trying to remember that Australian one I used to watch. It was like the fucking Australian Waltons. Oh, it was brilliant. What was that called? Oh, I don't know. Fucking Mary's going, yeah. Right. Bye night and good night. Nostad the key. And I'm going to speak Welsh now. Hyd do Gwelaf. Okay. Happy Solstice in Welsh. In Celtic. The Sullivans. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the thing. Have a Guinness on me. Oh, I will now then. I'm going to probably pop on a pub at least once over the week. Can't get into too much trouble down there. Yeah, the Sullivans. I used to really like the Sullivans. Thank you for that, Marianne. I used to watch that every dinner time. At 1 o'clock, just before Peppermill on 1. I'm showing my age here now, aren't I? So, Nostar. Thank you, Shelby. Nostar. 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 Skinflint. The Sullivans. I know that now. Thank you. Brilliant, Sullivans. Not as good as Prisoner Cell Block H with vinegar tits. That's how I learned about Australia through Cell Block H and Crocodile Dundee. I'm my native tongue. Danke für an. I'm going to bastardize this. Shawnee Ovend. Fuck me. Sorry, I'm just really not good. I know some Dutch. Hofverdomme. If that helps. So, is that? Yeah, all be good. Yeah, good. If you can help it. Really fucking difficult. Okay. Need to restart the stream so we all say welcome back. No, I don't think I got that in me. Yeah. God, that's a blast from the past. I haven't literally thought about the Sullivans since the 1980s. I wonder where that just shit out of my consciousness from nowhere. I can hear the tune, the song, and everything. I haven't seen it since the 80s. That's like a long time ago now, isn't it? It's crazy. Oh, thank you, India. And thank you, all you cool people. Adam Cook, he's in the house. What a guy. Thank you, mate. Thank you, bro. You're a guy. You're not. What a guy, too. GTA, I love GTA. Got brilliant music on GTA. 420, you know. It's all about that, innit? All right, then. Have a good weekend, and I will be back. Keep an eye on my community posts. I'm going to community post up later with all the details concerning hard drives, thumb drives, excuse me, and other stuff. So keep an eye on that. My weekly posts, cooking programs. I'm thinking of doing a naked lunch. See how that goes down. Cooking and more truthiness on the cooking program and other stuff. Thinking about doing other stuff as well. Whatever we do, it will be good. Okay. Stay epic and happy Flatmas.